Oh, let me tell y'all how delicious my pork chop sandwich was. It was good. I literally just tore it up, y'all. Pork chop, toast. I like mustard on it with a little bit of lettuce. I love it. I do. It's so good to be home. Oh, jeez. I don't know. I don't know, Shannon, what you asked me for. I don't know. Teddy, every time I open my mouth, Teddy, what do you say hi? Say hi. Yeah, say hi. Can you say hi to the people? Huh? Can you say hello to the people? Get off my breath. Look at him. Get kiss. Come here. Dinner for kisses. Dinner for them kisses. Get away from mine. Just get back. Oh, what's going on, y'all? I see. Let me tell y'all. I tell y'all. I've been watching. I've been watching. I don't do no stress and ain't never pressed. No, no, no. What's going on, you guys? Everybody in the chat, what's going on? Y'all seem so sad. What you so sad for? Why? All of this stuff was never in anybody's control. You people weren't able to control this situation. No, no, I don't like sad people. I don't like sad. You need you some Parker and tears. Man, you silly. you, we know what you need, man, with your pudding pop. You got your pudding pop over there. He in the chat, girl. Uh-huh. He's in the chat. Sure did. Anyways, I sure hate that I miss old Bookham cooking show. At least that was funny. See why you got to have laughter out here? I'm being stalked. What do you want? Sit down. Sit. Sit down. Sit. Cause I don't know what you want right now. You coming up on me too close. What you trying to do to me? Speak. Ah, speak. Good boy. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Ain't he a good boy, y'all? I don't listen, Miss Brown. People putting in resignations and girl, I moving on. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. Teddy is crazy, Kay. Teddy is crazy. I think it's the old age thing, girl. Like he is not the boss of me, Kay. I feed his ass. I pay for his insurance. I walk this dog, okay? I teach this dog manners and tricks and all that stuff. Yeah. But he got the nerve to think that he is the boss of me. Go figure that shit out. Look how he sit up on my couch like he think he owns my couch. Look. I ain't lying. Look at him. Look at him sit on my couch. Look at his ass. Look at him on my couch. Why are you comfortably sitting your ass up on my couch? Are you the guard dog? Huh, Ted? What are you? What you good for? What have you protected today? Huh? What you done today? Look how you look at that camera. Look how you stare at the camera. Uh. He ain't checking out the camera. Girl, he's a guard. He's a good guard dog. Let me shrink this camera back down. Jesus Christ. Okay, we go. Well, I have baby Emma tonight. I'm sharing this with you guys and Kiwan because Keandre is going in for his next sleep study. So he'll be in the hospital overnight tonight and hopefully she'll make it back here about 6 in the morning. Then I have to be back at work at 8. And it just rotates. It just keeps going and keeps going. But, girl, you said pudding pop way too much. I'm concerned about you people. I'm definitely concerned about you people. I am. You still working, girl? Shout out to you. Work, 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 work. Let me see you work, 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 work. Mm-hmm. But I'm concerned about you all. You say y'all see the sloth. What sloth? You know what, Shannon? I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up. That's my bush. Sharon Winbush in that flower. Shut up. Okay. Sharon Winbush in there. Everybody, why is, hold on, let me fix this screen though, for real. I don't know why it's so big. Everybody looking for Sharon Winbush. She back there. She in there. Come out and play. My screen is humongous. It's still big. Let me see. Let me see. I'm steady trying to pinch it down. I guess. Seems big to me. Okay, that seems normal. That's Sharon. Y'all looking for Sharon? Sharon, come out of those bushes. I know, I'm silly. Y'all probably shouldn't be over here because all I do is do silly shit. Oh, baby Emily, listen to the security. Listen to the security. He beat me to the door, y'all. Yes, he beat me. Look at Teddy beat me to the door. Who is it, Teddy? Who is it? Who is it? Who's at that door? Who is it? Who's at that? Oh, I never showed y'all my new stove. Let me show y'all. Got the griddle. Look, check it out. Yeah. Don't let him out. I don't want him out.
Why?
Because I'm not. So, yeah, I don't want him out on the front. That's all. Let me close it up, y'all. This is my middle daughter. She owed me a lot of money for babysitting tonight. No dang on well that this she does. I'm on my live, so your mouth. Hey,
So you got special guest appearances.
no, you got no. No. Look at Keandre. Keandre, you going to, why you ain't comb his head? Damn. He looked like who threw it away and what for?
Pulled up, I took him out the car. He was just so happy to be here.
Yeah, he likes it
Give me a
here.
blanket.
Yeah, he likes it
No, for
here.
the baby. Give me the blanket.
Her blanket is up top in that cabinet. Y'all want to see Emmy? Emmy! What you doing, old man? What's it doing, Grandma? What? Look who in the way. Look at Teddy.
What blanket? This blanket up here?
Yeah. Emmy, what's it doing, Grandma? Stinking, Mike. Look. Why is he in the way, y'all? Why? Emmy. Emmy. Emmy, where you go with that old snow bear suit on? Where you going, girl? Where you go? Can you wipe your mouth? Y'all say hi to Emmy. Say hello, Miss Emma. I don't know.
And did you bring your charger?
Teddy like, I'm the baby. That's how Teddy be like, I'm the baby. Oh, you need to close my door. You let my heat out. So, but I was concerned about you guys. You know, y'all been getting some bad news and caught all up in the mist and things like that. Mm-hmm. Are y'all sad? Are y'all sad? What's going on? You know, I just only have a word of advice, pretty much. I do. Kiwan, what's going on? How you doing, grandson? Good to hear. How was school? How was school? What? Who you what? What? You said school was good? That's good. Okay, I hope you change your pamper, because I ain't ready to change one. I ain't ready to put no bottle in no mouth. I ain't ready to do none of that shit.
Baby.
Yeah.
That's the baby. You're not the baby no
You say you sad? Yeah. Are you sad because of the stuff that is going on? Is that why you sad? My girl Harlem in the chat. My girl Harlem is in the chat. I guess, I just got off, just tapped in at the end of the live. I think Spitting Fire made her announcement that she's going to fall back just a little bit and probably take some me time and leave the situation about Mr. Kelly alone for a little bit. Maybe it's gotten a little bit stressful because it's a lot of different people. DJ Tyson has his thing going on, and with the information being put out, then you got Sharon Winbush caught up in all in the middle of this stuff, and he played a video though with Sharon Winbush, kind of undermining R. Kelly's attorney. And then, of course, you got me on here with a little shake, rattle, and rolling with this whole false allegations about I like to start stuff with people or life shame people, and that's not what I do. Then you had Drunken Larry come on today, and he had his ridicule about, these emails too, and of course it's not important. And R. Kelly's not gonna get his appeal because all of a sudden now he knows and he's an attorney too, and yada yada yada. Mhm. Yeah. So, well, maybe she won't be gone that long. Maybe she won't be gone that long. Now, I was noticing that the views had kind of actually went up when I came on, right? And I'm just speaking on it, but now that I'm not doing oorah and I'm showing you guys the kids and I'm playing with Teddy, they gone. They gone. See, they, I guess wanted something to go back and talk about. Not right now. I'll give it something later on. I ain't going nowhere because pressure is something that I can handle. When you born under pressure, we were literally born
Who
under
bought this?
pressure.
You?
That's Dakota's.
This is the best for your teeth.
That's
That
Dakota.
other stuff in there breaks down your enamel. This has the highest pH.
Okay, pick me up some.
I'm just saying, I would switch to
You should do a
this.
YouTube channel on that. You'll make some. You can do a YouTube channel, get you
I
monetized.
seen that
Talk
online.
about stuff that's good for you. Go into the health stuff. People listen.
I don't look that healthy. So, I'm just letting you know. This has a pH balance of 9.5. That's the highest you're going to find, and it strengthens your enamel.
Okay.
Listerine is the worst. You
Okay.
have the worst.
All right.
That was 4.5.
Okay.
Really?
Thank.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay, I will get more of that. Thanks for letting me know. She was in the grocery store.
She's seen it online. That's why she
I
knows.
don't know. Hi, stand up, babe. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, Brenda. You say all honesty is nothing going on with Mr. Kelly, so why not fall back? The supporters and some of the content creators are just messy. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I can agree with that. You say you're not leaving R. Kelly over bad people. Well, Jasmine, I'm not going nowhere either. Um, Once you reach a certain age, hi, unique, and you put yourself out here, in the public, it's gonna be bad and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be bad. It's the way of the world. Not even on YouTube. You don't have to be on YouTube to experience bad and good. You just have to know how to, roll with the flow. Pressure. Never let pressure allow you to fold under no circumstances. If there is something you all that you choose to believe in and to fight for, um, just direct it to the people that gravitate to you. That's just my advice, you know. Sugar baby said you can roast. Yeah, I've been kind of doing it since, what time? Because I got to be at work at 8.
I'll be here for you to work.
Yeah, where's all her stuff at?
Just make sure y'all answer the door.
She about to break her neck trying to twist around. Yeah. Um, I don't know, sugar baby. It just comes authentic when you have children and you sit around and you kind of listen to your grandkids and I'm like I say, it's high school. I have five brothers, so when you sitting around and you are playing Tonk or Spade or Deuces Wild and Monopoly or Sorry, and you just talk shit, and it just comes naturally, and it has to be, it has to have some facts to it. That's all. Yeah, but I don't know, like I say, the information that went out pertaining to the emails, it basically says do what you want to do with them. It went out. If you make a choice to send them. If you don't, you don't. That's the bonfire of that. You bring I don't think she wanna does she do this all the time? She like a serious acrobat right now. Look at well, you babysitting, right? Yeah, 'cause I'm paying you. I shouldn't have to do nothing but change a pamper, right? You got that. Okay, big brother. I like you. Well, right, what she want now? Okay, well, why she can't sit? Look at Emma, y'all. Look, look. Okay, well, you can't pick her up. You ain't gonna drop her, are you? You sure? That's the big brother, y'all. Look at Kiwa. You got her? Oh, Lord. Oh. Is she kind of too big for you? Jeez. What's wrong with her hair? She look like Don King Minnie. Grandma, I don't know, Grandma. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Can you crawl over here? Huh? What's with the ballerina legs? How you sit like that, girl? What's going on? What you? Oh, oh Lord, you's a bigums too. What you eating? Ham hocks? You got greens, beans, ham, yam, tomatoes, spam. You like that song? Emma, Emma, Emma. I guess she in her own world, y'all. Anyways, I'm enjoying, the company, girl. Basic. Mm-mm. So, what were we talking about while I babysit for a minute, y'all? I One thing I do not like, I don't like sad. I don't like sad. The ridicule. You got two ears, go in one ear and out the other. I don't like controlling. I don't care how people formulate it and put it, because everybody out here is of human, Um, so sometimes I have a problem with that. I don't have a boss. I don't have intimidation and things like that on my life. So that's why you got these. Which ear you want to send it in? Cause it's gonna go right on out if I don't want to digest it. So you have a choice. I don't know. Me personally, I don't think nobody should leave. Wait, where you leaving for? It's your voice. Voice your voice. And anytime as an individual that you feel that you have clicked on these lives to have a particular relationship to appease people, you, in my opinion, have lost your way long time ago. Long time ago. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Nobody's going to love you better than you know how to love yourself. And if you feel that your deliverance is what you choose to make a deliverance on, then it is what it is. The problem that I see, and this is just my opinion, and this is too spitting fire, you can't appease everybody. And once you start getting connected to that one, to that one, to that one, to that one, everybody has a say so now on what you done already chose to do. You can say that I'm doing it for the people. Oh, I'm trying to get this together for everybody. Unless it's not done for solely you from your heart, then all else is going to fall apart. It has to come from your heart. For an example, and hopefully she don't, she comes back and give you guys the deliverance that you are continuing to seek from her voice. It is what it is. Everybody not gonna like you. Somebody not gonna like you. Some will. Some gonna talk shit to you. Some ain't. It's check and balance. But at the end of the day, it's still all about you when you click on your live. But the minute you open that door up to try to appease every single body that you think that you need to rock with you, you done failed already. You never trust yourself. That's just, my opinion and a little bit of word of advice. As long as you trust yourself, the people that trust what you're doing is going to follow. Without any ridicule, enjoy your show, hit your like button, go on about their day. But the minute you put your life inside somebody else's hand, you is in trouble. So I can, empathize, with the whole stress thing, but I knew for sure that Pat wasn't coming out here to get stressed about a damn thing. I got a light bill hitting this house every month. If I'm gonna stress about something, it's gonna be about that. Not no damn people online that you don't even know. That's what's messed up. So, Emily done rolled down, y'all. We got the roly, poly, 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 poly. Come on, sit over here with me. Come on, stink. Oh, hey, girl. Hey. Who is that? Who that on the screen? Who is them people? You telling people you good over here. Did you say you good over here? Huh? Why you laughing? What's up? You got some teeth? Oh, my breath stink. What's going on? Let me know. Say, Grandma, your breath stink. Oh, Grandma, your breath stink. Can you say hi? Huh? Can you say hi? Turn that light off in the kitchen, boy. I'm over here talking about electricity bill. You got a job? I will turn it off then. Hurry up. You ain't there yet? Thank you. I just saved the whole 2 cents by you clicking that light. Thank you, boo. She want the phone. She say hi. Say hi. Don't go be pulling on them braids, girl. You better snatch one out on live. That ain't cool. That ain't cool, drama. That ain't cool, drama. That ain't cool. Mm-mm. Yeah. Look how she looking at me. What you gonna do? Huh? What's up? What's up? I'ma enjoy, but you know, oh, that pork chop sandwich was good. Maybe she's smelling it. You smell that pork chop? Look, she finna cry. You know what, sugar baby? I was told that she has the mean look in her face like me. Like you just stamped that mean face on that baby. I'm not mean though. I'm not mean at all. I'm nice. So Oh, it's all good, Truth. What's gonna happen to her? Ain't nothing gonna happen to her. The truth, she good right here. She's protected. She really is. What they gonna do? Take her picture, steal it, put it up, and do some crazy. The truth. Oh, I got these grandbabies. I promise you, they is in safe haven, honey. And Ted is on deck. Ted is on deck. Good to see you in my chat, though. The truth. Good to see you in my chat. No hard feelings. No hard feelings at all. But she's good. I'll keep her off the screen for a minute. She's good. She's good, baby. I tried to give her to her brother, but he done picked up the phone playing a game. So, um, yeah, we have that though, sugar baby. Like I say, nothing is personal. Nothing is personal. Everybody out here has had their say so and they input on this whole case. The whole case. Papa ain't out here to kill and murder and destroy and take your house from you, look in your credit, find out if you this person or if you that. That ain't. I'm too busy. I'm too busy, and I love my life. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm finna give my life up to prompt anything that of my life to have some people, popos knocking on my door asking me no questions about nothing. Hmm. Yeah, I know. I know. So, I don't know, and this is just to, the bloggers or the content creators, and I seen it happening, the attachment, you know, it, I think it's weird. I do. I really think it's weird. I've watched so many other bloggers and content creators. And this is really the only side where I noticed that a lot of people started, doing the personal, oh, stop. Getting, you can't get too close. You just can't get too close. You really can't. Thank you, sugar baby, because that's the first one that I serve, honey. That's the first one that I serve. But you really can't, because now you will end up in an entrapment where your brain is pushing you to make a decision. Do I come on to keep appeasing this one? Well, I'm afraid to say this away, or I can't do this away. Well, oh my God, what's my topic gonna be? What they're gonna think? And with the sky being the limit, right? You have limited yourself. You're not gonna reach to that level of what you are. Here, grandson, of what you are trying to reach to, or give her that do you call it a pacifier or a nookie? What do you call it? I don't know. Plastic thing. I don't know. You don't even want to hold her because she heavy. Is she heavy? And that's what I seen, in my years out here on the YouTube street, right? You figure maybe a handful of your team members or whatever that's not going to steer you wrong. And when I tell y'all my moderators, mm-mm, I've been having my moderators, and that's who I've been glued to. However, I have a few outside of the moderating of people, right? And that's to the minimum. But my moderators, I think, have grown to know me now as well. That, you know, I'm going to say or and do respectfully. Put her in a. Are you gonna lay her down? Get back, Ted. Get out of face. Go get. Where's the other toys in the room? Go get some more toys. Her musical box or something like that. So that's where, in my opinion, the failure comes in. At is when you put that attachment. When you start velcroing people. You know. to you because you're worried a little bit about their feelings or what they may, what they may say. And that's not what I learned out here. I watched all these shows. Anytime that I could sit and not to throw her name out here because I know she's one of the comrades, with this whole situation with R. Kelly and the emails, right? But I watched Tasha K's blogging. I watched um, Nick at Night blogging. I watched all those big people up there. I watched the attorney, what's his name? The attorney law. Remember that man used to come on in the blue suit? I used to watch him. I mean, I've been all of Roland Martin. Let's throw him out there. The big ones, right? Do you know that they just turn on their camera and they just talk? And then they just show you their demonstrations up on the screen. And then they're gone. That's how they got up there to the top. They built no inside relationship from the people in the lives because they know the people within their lives are going to be expecting you to do what they want you to do. And when you get trapped in that spider web, it makes it difficult to do commentary. It does. So, do I think that, like I said, the suspend fire should leave? Nah. Do your damn thing. What the hell do you care about what anybody say? Same rule applies, with DJ, but I don't. DJ doesn't need my advice, or my advice may not mean 2 cents to DJ Tyson. But at the same time, like vacation for what? Tired. Soldiers don't get tired. Soldiers just change up the plan and just do something different, make it stronger. I ain't going nowhere. I'm a soldier. I'm a goddamn soldier. So you could say and cut me and I get emails, Pap or this, or I may get sent some of this, or let's do that. Some very minimum that I'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let's talk about that. But then that's just like a 10%. But then there's a 90% where I'm like, yeah, you go live and you talk about it. Because what's wrong with you? We don't do no crying over here. Okay, bring me that chair and set it here. And before you give her that. We don't do no crying over here. This is a no cry zone. It's nice and quiet. Except for Teddy barking. You come in with this noise. Put in a chair. Set that down. I ain't even know you could cry. Jeez. So, and then for the followers, right? I don't think it's cool. I got to say this, I don't think it's cool for a lot of pressure to be put on your blogger that's bringing your stuff. I don't. It's like sometimes that you have that attachment to. I don't even know what rated movie this is. Keep on here, put on cartoon, turn this TV from that. I don't know what it is.
I think you're watching.
The back, yeah, turn that. Just go to cartoons, please. Thank you. I forgot this TV was on something I was watching, and I don't think it's suitable for you to. Yeah, so you can find some of your stuff that you watch. So you say that these people over there like talking for the hell of it. Those people don't move one little bit. So yeah, I'm just saying though, Val. Sometimes us as humans too, right? That you are attached. Yeah, I'm chilling. I got the babies right now. Nisha's gone to the hospital with Keandre, so they're here overnight. But the people that become attached to your blogger, sometimes you have to be mindful. Sometimes you have to look inside their world, and be like, because this is hard, because they're trying to appease. They're trying to bring you guys what you want to hear, but you guys put pressure on as well. If you're gonna keep doing all the emails, or if you're gonna keep doing all the calling and things like that, you impinging the mindset of what the blogger saying. R. Kelly, and I've been saying it, a few times. It was a very sensitive. I should have switched phones. Sorry, you guys, because this phone gets it rings a lot. But I don't know. Sometimes I be wanting to hold, a show about what do you guys want, and I can't do it. You know why? Because I have to be me. I have to bring my deliverance of what I chose to do on my channel. So I had to learn, like, if I'm gonna be out here and to enjoy what I'm doing, I couldn't do it for what every people wanted me to do. I couldn't do that because it would totally change who I was. It would have totally did that. And then I'm not liking the channel, and I'm sad, and I don't do sad, and or make it hard for what's your next topic and things like that. Mm-mm. I can do that. So there's a lot of information that came out in the last 3 and 3/4 of a year, because July will actually touch down, I think, as the fourth year, I think. 2019, 2024. That's what I know. I know about July 2019. I know that this coming July will definitely be hitting the fourth year mark, right? But um, it was a lot. It was a lot of paperwork hit. It was a lot of arguments and things about what's going to happen and what's not going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. And when you veer off a track from the fact of who was really in charge of what was going to happen, how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, that's when everybody really got lost. When I started clicking on here, all I needed to know was who's the attorneys. That's all I need to know. That's all I kept focused on. That's what everybody else should have kept focused on. Who is the attorneys? Because everybody else around the circumference of the attorneys was all opinionated people, all people that may have looked inside of a law book or did this, but and they're not in there practicing one of the hardest jobs in the world, and that was to go up against the machine that they call the prosecutors. And when the machine gets together to prosecute, everybody knows that they come hard as hell. They come hard as hell. So, you have to be ready. Was Mr. Kelly ready for it? Not off the bat. Not off the bat. The Me Too, and the what was the other group out there that just kept coming at him, this whole setup process. They came hard. They stripped him from his money. He couldn't make money. He couldn't do this. He couldn't do that. So his defense started off a little shady for him. But it ended up getting grounded because here comes a Jennifer Bungie. Canic even stepped in. But yeah, they did. And they had to cheat. That's what they do. It was just the fact that while they were preparing to cheat, they had already disassembled Mr. Kelly financial means to really reach to probably get a top, attorney. However, I think that from what I've seen, um, with Jennifer Bunching and the paperwork, I think her protocol is dead on point, step by step, one thing at a time. Set the perimeter. Perimeter. That's how I can't even say my word. Perimeter. I can't even say it right. I didn't even know I was tongue tied with that word. Okay, we'll work on that. Um, she had to set her stage. She has to realize what her strategy was going to be. But what I'm saying is that when everybody was out going from channel to channel to channel, even on the other side, even with the COVID side over there, right? Because they're saying their things to throw in the mix match. They swear that they right, they dead on, right? But the truth is that they wasn't running this show, and neither were the people over here. It was the person that's inside the courtroom. So, yeah, you may be able to rebuttal back that, well, they have to do things like this, and the law says this, and the law says that, but the courtroom is dirty. They humans too. They learn how to play dirty just as well, pretty much outside a tad bit of the law. And they know how to do it. It's just strategy. But I didn't, it got to this point. Turn the fireplace on, babe. Thank you. I'm a little chilly. Gotten to this point to aggravation. I'm fed up, or this make me sick, and these people is crazy. The whole world is crazy. We've been in a crazy ass world since the day you was born. It's been crazy. But it's just how you're able to maintain and deal with it. That's it. So I don't know. I think that everybody should, just stay on your channels. You've brought people to your channels, you know? So, and you have to realize that it, even if it's three left in your channel, you brought people to your channel that do want to hit. So it's like, do you fold on them? I'm not. I'm going to always be out here to communicate and vibe with my moderators. If I lose everybody and my moderators are still, or whatever, who is still up in here, one person, man, I'm coming on here and we going to vibe and crack the hell up for the day. Oh, well, I don't do no stress. It wasn't that complicated to understand how difficult Mr. Kelly case was. What was difficult out here is that somebody and anybody and everybody wanted to have an outside person to follow. You can follow yourself. You can follow your own thought process and put your opinions, in the chat. I've never, ever, ever had no intentions on, anybody that was, well, I know that guy. I've been there for 30 years. Well, I used to work for him for 50 years ago. Who? 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 I'm still trying to remember something that Drunken Larry just said not too long ago on his live. And I asked the same question. Who, what, when, where, and why? You know, he says that Mr. Kelly will not be winning his appeal. And I asked myself, well, are you his attorney? When did you when did you sign up to go in there as the prosecutorial appealing attorney? When? So I don't listen to stuff like that. I don't listen to stuff like that. You have to let people talk, especially when they talking and there's some stuff that you don't even hear. I heard him say that and I was like, here he goes again. And the thing of it is persuasion. Some people can be persuaded by it. But it once you set in stone that you know that he's not the guy that's going to be sitting up there in the that grant the motion first of all to have the right to appeal. Then why would you listen to him? Why would you care what he says? He doesn't even have no grounds of absolutely like zero grounds to even make that decision whether if Mr. Kelly is going to be granted a motion. That's just his theory. That's just what he decided to consume inside of what he thinks of how it's going to play out. That's his thought. He doesn't get to have that final say. So whether if he comes out right or wrong, The focal point to it was you don't even have that right to say. So right now, I'm just not gonna listen to you. You can't persuade me. What are you laughing for, Stinky? Why are you laughing for? What you do? What? What, girl? What you say? I hear you chewing up that thing. I hope she bought another one. So yeah, I do. But you know what? I better plug this phone up, though. I do. What you got to call in? You want to say something, girl? Now, y'all just got to keep in mind that I'm just here vibing with y'all today. Nothing serious. Whatever I say, get, let that, let that go. Let it go. And my opinion does not have to be taken at all. Because at the end of the day, I have to keep saying I don't give a shit. I know that I'm not gonna be stressed out. What? I know that for a fact. Here, here, here. Here you go. Yeah. Suck on that and go to sleep. Do what babies do. You know? You say, let me see what my grandson. I need you again. I'm so glad you're here. I ain't got to do no work. Can you get my phone? Just pass me my purse so I can get my other phone out, because Sugar Baby wants to call in. So, and I don't feel like going downstairs. I want to sit comfortably right here and just vibe with the people. That's all I want to do for now. Coda Bear be here after track practice at about 6:30. So, I don't like sad. Truth be told, a whole lot of people out here, everybody played their part into the shakedown and the shake up or the shake around. How much battery on this phone? Oh, it's enough. It's enough. Um, do. Go ahead, Sugar Baby. You can call in. You can call in and say your piece to this, but I'm used to black folks. We all should be used to the black folks. Y'all know we go, that's what we good for. We go at each other's head. That's what we do. Tear each other down. You know. Say all kind of crazy stuff. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it in the chat for you. Hold on. We do. But at the same time, that rule, if it don't apply, let it fly. Let it fly. That's all you have to do. But, you know, I don't know. I don't like to see people sad. I don't like to see people hurt. But I also know that you can't help all. You just can't. You just gotta keep on walking. Just gotta smooth sail it on by. When you understand life, and to me, this inside world ain't too much no big difference from the outside world. You didn't know I was lying. Yeah, I'm Sugar Baby wants to call in, but I got to put the number in. Let me see if I can write the number in the chat. Yeah. Do you think that I was ever to be pressed over here with people who decided to want to call out my name or call me this or talk through the hair thing? Girl, please let it fly. My notifications didn't come. Oh, that sucks. You probably blocked me, Trevor. Did you block me? Did you block? You probably blocked me. Mm, mm. I keep telling y'all about that life water. Ooh, y'all, this some good water here. Um, and it's vice versa, right? You also got to watch out for your bloggers or your content creators. Advice of you'll never get them. That's crazy. Of putting you in your feelings. You understand? You hold the key and the value to your own worth, to your own feelings. So you got to watch out from that too. And that happens a lot, you know. That happens a lot around the YouTube. You don't let somebody put you in your feelings about something. What? On social media. On social media. No, I'm talking about me. I'm asking you, did you block me? Since you didn't get a notification. It was a joke, Trevor. Jeez. God. It was a joke. Yeah. It was just a joke. Yeah, I done took some beat down out here though. You know, it don't that doesn't bother me. I know what pays me. I know, that I'm finna click on this live and somebody's not gonna like what I say. I know it when I click on here. I know it. What do you want me to do about it? But I also know a lot of things that I did not, all this shit I'm hearing these people saying, oh, you picked on so and so. You know what? I was just looking at Ty OCOV did a collage, right? She got all everybody picture up there, including mine. Shit funny as hell to me. Funny as hell. You know what I look at? Somebody that's bored and just kind of want to mess around and assume that it's going to catch a few. You know what? I keep forgetting I got this thing. It's going to catch a few people that's going to get in their feelings and get mad and talk about it and scream about it and all that stuff. Who, me? Who, me? I was like, good luck with that one, Ty, but that's funny. I've been laughing at all her other videos she put up. I look at it no different from the videos that I scroll through on TikTok. I look at it, I laugh. Yeah, I see my picture on there. I don't give a damn about that shit. Ty can't get me up out the way that I feel into what she want me to feel. She's looking for a reaction. Give you a reaction on something that you like to do. You like to do collages and put up your little funny footnotes and stuff. Shout out to her. Do what you do. hmm Yeah. You say Snoop Dogg. Well, it ain't hit up here yet, so that's a good thing. And if it does, it's okay. We'll just move on to something else, I guess. So, but I put the number in the chat for Sugar Baby. Let me turn that back down. Oh, jeez. I put the Sugar Baby. Let me turn that back down. Yeah, so it's up. Oh, wait a minute. I think she did call. I missed a call because I didn't hear the ringer. Should I call her back? You want me to call you back, Sugar Baby? Let me see if I call her back, see what she says. Girl, you know you talking. You talk more than your grandma. Dang. Dang.
Hello?
Hey, Sugar.
Hey, sugar. Hey, sugar.
What's going on? What's going on?
I want to pick up where we left off from Larry.
Okay.
And I guess the question that I have is how could you steal from people and steal from inmates and ruin their credit? And you eat, sleep, and breathe what R. Kelly has done wrong.
The same way that devil can play Jesus. Can't the devil fool you?
Correct.
Okay.
So this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in my family, including my kids, two of them are grown. My youngest is 18. Will not agree with me with R. Kelly. But my thing is, you get up every morning. He's never getting out. He's never getting out of jail. He's never getting out. He's gonna spend 30 years for the rest of his life. We all sin. We all fall short of the glory of God.
Mm-hmm.
In the name, in the eyes of God, and I have to say this. I have to get this out. This is what I called it. I lost my mom in November. When Jesus Christ was crucified, he had two thieves on the side of him. And he said, today you will be in paradise. Nobody on the other side wants to give forgiveness. We can agree to disagree. But my thing is when you have names like Tears and Keep R. Kelly down, and you have heads chopped off, I don't get that at all. And I'm going to say something else. I do know for a fact that you reap what you sow. I told you that the last time I called in.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Trent. With R. Kelly should have sent him home. He should have sent him home.
Mm-hmm.
He should have sent him home. But if this man called in and said, write letters, do this and do that, I would do it. But honestly, in my opinion, and I'm gonna ask you this question, and I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get around what Shonda saying she was on a tape? And I'm gonna let you speak. I'm listening.
I
Now
think
we know
I
we know
think
that,
I'm going to still stand my grounds on what I
okay.
originally stated before. I understand the fact of them taking this situation and moving it to a federal case on him.
Okay.
I still also feel that there is a way of Jennifer Bunting handling this to show that the double jeopardy
Mm-hmm.
is was still there. You know, I asked the question quite a bit. How was a tape to prove that it was her back in 2008 is still available for show and tell in 2022, 23, or whenever they decide to pull one out of their rabbit? I still say that, well, if all of these copies magically appeared, whether if they came through Michael Avenatti or Sparkle or any one of those people, I think that Jennifer Bonjean has a great shot if his case makes it to the appellate to show the unauthenticity of these tapes. I think that she has a great shot at that, and as well to make a fine point of these tapes. In this same argument was used, parallel back, similarity, I meant to say similar, back in
Mm-hmm.
2008 to find him guilty. So why now? Where did they come from? That's just how I feel about this whole
Well, see,
tape thing.
that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And like I said, this is not a YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a demonic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank. Because like I said, we all sin, we all fall short of the glory. Before a team of people, okay, if you disagree with us, fine. My entire family, including my mother that passed away November 12th, did not. My kids don't agree with me. They don't want to hear it, but they don't walk around every day hollering pedophile. They don't sit on food stands and ask people, I'm going to keep it real, to get the money for transcripts.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what God wants us to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, am I making sense to you? Am
Yeah.
I making sense to you?
Yeah.
Nobody
I
in my circle agrees with what I say,
mm-hmm.
but nobody walks around and breathes, sleeps, and eats. You don't have a job. And guess what? I shook it up before. I'm going to shake it up again. You don't have a job. You're getting food stamps, but you want money, people to send you money when you're getting food stamps for transcripts. That's of the devil.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that Spitfire said, I think it was last night or the night before, it was either today. The guy that killed, what's his name? Just stomped on his throat. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, up in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. Is that the one you're talking
He
about?
got, yeah, he got
Yeah.
26 years and R. Kelly got therapy.
Mm-hmm.
No, he doesn't need jail time. He needs help.
Mm-hmm.
He needs help. And I feel bad because, like I said, we can agree to disagree, but we don't have to eat, sleep, and breathe every day. Oh, he's not getting out. Send me $200 for transcripts. He's a pedophile. Don't you know what you're saying is in the Word of God?
Mm.
And as far as Larry goes, Your ass going back to jail. I
Well,
promise you.
some of us, as humans, they don't believe of they can be touched. I think that we don't accept the fact of how we get touched. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
you don't know if tomorrow you'll wake up cancerous. You
What?
don't know tomorrow if you step out and a bus hit you. You don't, because nobody
Right.
knows his plans for you. So we live in this life, this world that we call life, not even believing that, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. But when it happens, you know what we do? We usually stand in this mirror or we'll throw our hands up. Why this happening? What do I do? Well, even if it's 10 years later, it's going to come. It's
Right.
called a rapture. It's going
Right.
to come.
It's you reap what you
You
sow, and
will
you
reap
do.
it. It's going to come.
And there's a
But
lot of things that
what do
R.
you do
Kelly
with
did.
those people that don't believe or can easily say that, they don't care or they just don't believe or, so what? Big deal. What do you do with those
I'm gonna tell you.
people?
I'm gonna tell you what I heard. And I'm sorry. I'm gonna call you the Gonzo News, and I'm saying that because I saw what you wrote in the chat,
Mm,
and I'm gonna say it again. I said it the last time I called. My best girlfriend and her mother were both supervisors at the post office. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna tell you the state I live in.
mm-hmm.
You ain't making peanuts.
Yeah.
You're not. Listen. You're not.
I'm not. I'm
Your
doing.
pension is
I'm actually
secured.
doing.
Your
I'm
pension
doing.
is secured. I know
I
that for a fact.
I'm doing okay,
My,
sweetheart. I promise you. Like I said, this is over. I'm at 26 now. When they first mentioned to me that y'all do a dollar for dollar, good lord, I've been okay. I made right choices, and some of have you ever been through life where your right choices can be your hardest choices,
well,
meaning that
I'm gonna
you
tell you
have some
something.
sacrificing to do to make the right choice?
I'm gonna say this. My mother died November 12th in my daughter's arms. But I will say this: she was 80 years old. She taught me how to grind.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
All I'm gonna say is this: I'm an agent. I'll email you and tell you what type of
Mhm.
agent I am.
Mhm.
But my mother taught me how to work, how to grind. Let me tell you something. If my mother was alive and I said on Facebook on food stamps and asking somebody to give me transcript money, she'd have slapped my head
Girl,
across the
it's a
damn
pro.
wall.
You know what?
Girl,
It's a
girl.
problem. It's a problem.
She would be like, I
You
know
and
damn
I
well
both
you ain't
know.
sitting on you ain't sitting on Facebook asking for transcript money and you getting food. There's no excuse.
You and I
And like
both
I
know.
told my son, because I got two girls and one boy. I told my son, you know what, you smelling yourself, boo.
Mhm.
You're smelling yourself real good.
Mhm.
But do you really realize what it is to be? To me, the foster care system should only be for parents that have died, not for irresponsible parents. But with Larry, I'm gonna tell you something. Larry is digging his own hole. And when I send you an email, it's in scripture. You
Mhm.
don't laugh, you don't make fun. 30 years. You're not his judge. God has the last say. He has the last say of what this man has done. Do I agree with the girlfriends? No. But just like, I don't know who was on the channel, it was Trent. They had a choice to leave.
Mhm.
And this goes back to being a mother. And I ain't going to hold you. I'm going to say this. Let me
Mhm.
tell you something. And I said this the last time I called in. My girlfriend was killed
Mhm.
in high school by a 55-year-old man because he bought her bags, gave her money, gave her purses. I taught my girls, have your own. And when you meet that Negro, make sure he have his own. And this is why Azriel and Jocelyn, whoever else, fell into his trap because they wanted nicer things. And selling them, instead of their parents telling them to work what you want, they got it from a man.
Mhm.
They got it from a man. My daughter just got her BS 2 years ago. She's a teacher. Now she's in that master's program. Now she's in the driver's seat. You understand what I'm saying?
Shout out.
So
Yeah.
a lot. A lot has to do with parenting. Saying, as a woman, I know you have all girls, right?
Yep, all girls.
Okay, so you got all girls. So as a woman that has all girls, you should let them know you grind for what you want. You don't take a pocketbook from a man or a diamond necklace for a man, because that's going. You grind for what you want. And although I lost my mother November 12th, I'm still hurting. Her body's going, but her spirit is still. I grind for what I want. I got a
Mhm.
deed.
Mhm.
I got a deed. I don't rent. I got a car.
Mhm.
And that's what makes, and I know you're the same way, despite what was said on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the reason why I said I was hurt, because I know that we as women, and I'm not a blogger, I'm just a subscriber, we can be bullied by men. I pray that Sylvia comes back. I pray that Spitting Fire comes back, because there's so many distractions. So many distractions. You got to be strong in
Mhm.
YouTube in this sector
Yeah,
when it comes to
absolutely.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And the only thing that Bookham Gorilla said that made sense, so I can't stand him either.
Mhm.
Stop taking your childhood problems out and your sexual abuse off of R. Kelly. And
Mhm.
that's exactly what has happened.
Yeah.
They're gonna be mad tomorrow, but I don't care.
As I mean,
But I,
it's just unbelievable to me. Like you say, every day, y'all, this is what y'all gonna wake up and scream every day.
and I
To
heard
the
something today.
torment to the people who chooses to support or be a fan or whatever, and they direct their energy to that. Y'all, he's still going, and I was like, well, baby, there's a place in heaven and hell for us all.
Let me tell you something.
So it
Ask me,
it
ask
doesn't
me to eat
even
shit.
matter.
Ask me to eat shit and see what I tell you.
Yeah.
But once again, these are women that had nothing. I'm telling you what I know. Now, my daughter got her job, my second daughter teacher. They started her off a little bit nice. I said, you want that money? Get that master's.
Mhm. Yeah.
She started that in January. My son, I said, you need to go to Morehouse. I want you out of here. And I had told my son, I said, you know what you come back with? That master's for your mommy.
Mhm.
I was taught to work and grind for what I want. But with Azriel and Joyce, something happened in their household for them to take Birkin bags, get their breasts done, and all of that. Something happened in that household. It did. And you raise your kids to work and grind for what they want.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say it again. My best friend and her mother were both supervisors at the post office. I live in a different state. I'm not going to say where, but I can tell you right now, a regular postal worker will make $60,000, and that's a
Mhm.
fact. I seen it on paper. Okay, on paper.
And we just did a ratification, so it's all
Now I'm
good.
telling you facts. What I know, a regular postal worker in the state that I live in,
Yeah.
without being a supervisor,
Mhm.
makes $60,000.
Yeah.
So when I see people coming on Facebook, you work at Aldi's and all, I laugh at them. I
I
really do
I
laugh.
crack myself up, girl. I'm
I
like,
laugh.
okay, but
But
it
see,
didn't warrant a argument about it. If that's what you said I do, then okay. That's what it
when I
is.
think about it, this goes beyond R. Kelly. They say they fighting for victims. Y'all like doing shit for
Mhm.
victims. All y'all doing is every day. Um, First of all, you really give a laugh now. He going to jail for 30 years. You know what? Get your damn groom dog. Because I pay $100 to get my shit done. My dog room. Okay?
Yeah.
Toenails cut every day. It's just sad. And to me, honestly, I hate to say it, it's a modern day Jim Jones.
Mhm.
You may remember Jim Jones. Some of them are a little bit younger. A following of a cult. And this is what I see. Anybody that does not say R. Kelly is innocent, they gravitate to his channel, just like they did Trench channel. I never said he was 100% innocent, but what people sort of realize, there's a lot of men out here that are hoes. There's a lot of men out here that are abusive. While we're not out in jail, does that make sense?
No.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah. A lot of it, even with the opposing side, I believe because they may have had that fan mentality. Oh, they loved them some R. Kelly. I think that they as well came into a little bit of a shock. So now it's like after the whole 2002 trial, it's like forget it. It's out here again. Oh no, we about to tear this man down now. That's just how I feel about. Hey, Coda Bear, about some of this. However, the mentality way that they chose to handle the situation on a human is just the
It's not.
throw up
It's not
part.
right.
It's weird. I've never seen nothing like this
Because even
in
like
my
the both of you
life.
said, if R. Kelly goes down, they all go down.
Mhm.
And my thing is, if you really did sleep with Rashonda, shame on your parents too. All of y'all should be locked up.
Mhm.
All of y'all should be locked up with him. And like the both of you says, one man ain't no enterprise. And and as far as this what is it, BPO officer, I'm gonna keep it real.
Mhm.
I don't think that's going to help. But I don't know. Trust me, because I work so hard. I don't know who said what, but I did hear a blogger say that
Come and get this
because
baby. Go ahead.
his mentality is not where it should be. So he has it in his mind that he will get out because of a VP officer. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He is not, and I'm keeping it real. He is not. And if he did, if the tapes are real, whatever, and he did sleep with her, he has to answer for this. But my thing is, over 20 years later, and your parents took money, that means your parents should be locked up. Azriel's parents should be locked up. Everybody's parents should be locked up. It's just not him by himself. You
Mhm.
understand what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. And see, he went from being illiterate and got a gift from God because it's in. If you read his book like you did, I appreciate that. I did. His book is really deep. And one thing he said in his book blew my mind. He said, while the kids was playing, excuse me, when everybody was playing, I heard music notes.
Mhm.
He says in his book, he heard music notes. And when he finally got a piano, that's where I believe I Can Fly come from.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that the judge humanized him. But like I said, we can all agree to disagree. But when you come on the channels, he's a pedophile. He ain't never going to jail. And you getting food stamps and you asking for transcripts, girlfriend, you got to twist it. Get a
Right.
damn job. Get off your
Right.
ass.
Let
I'm
me
sorry.
let me sit, let me tell you this why it's on my mind right now. I
Mhm.
listened to the testimonies, reading the paperwork, and
Mhm.
you got to hear through the media bits and pieces of all of these people that had they say about Miss even Diane Copeland, all of these people,
Mhm.
right? And even online, I'm hearing this. Well, Rob don't listen. Rob does things his way. Rob is hard head. Let me throw this at you.
Please.
If all of these people that was around him and they know him as well and they realize that Rob don't listen, do you know that if all of those people would have made a choice to leave him, because we know they couldn't
Right.
leave the money, he
Exactly.
wouldn't leave the money. If you'd have left
Exactly.
him, Rob can't do by himself.
Mm.
So the fact that all of these people come out to say he was hard here, he want to do, even his brother, he want to do things his way, he want to do this, then you have to let him be his way to himself. But the fact that they all stuck around to come out here now to talk about how hard hit he was, that doesn't help the situation because no man can pull off, one man can't even pull off a bank robbery by himself. If the
Exactly.
two people get out the car, the driver and the other one that's supposed to go in, the bank robber ain't finna complete that action. He don't do it. Ain't got nobody to do it with him. He may
But see,
attempt
you're
to,
so right.
but he's gonna fail because he's gonna
It
get caught
all goes.
somewhere.
It all goes back to
Yeah,
one thing.
yeah.
as
See,
a woman.
sometimes it does. It just takes the people around you to help straighten out what you thought or think is wrong. You just leave the situation. Can
You're
do it.
right. And like I said, I don't hate Drunken Levy, but I know right now he's in trouble. Not by what's on YouTube, because of the word of God. Because you're a thief. And you messed up people in jail, you stole from other people, and what you have built is a cult of desperate, and I'm going to say it, desperate welfare women
Mm-hmm.
who have been sexually abused, and you see R. Kelly. When you should have took your abuser to court or did what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, if my mom was alive right now and she found out I was on welfare and sending texts to get transcripts for it, she would slap my head across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get it. And this is why I know that it's demonic.
Well, that there
And
you're gonna have to blame that on your government system out here, cause and
yeah,
no shade to the people, but I've always
right.
said if some people I agree with needing a little bit of the handout be due to certain disabilities or born that way, whatever. But then there's that other ones that just abuse it, and the government just made them lazy. I'm just
And
gonna
it's
sit
sad
here
because you
now.
know why it's sad, with the exclusion of Bookham because he's sick, and I mean that. But
Well,
if we could
okay,
have
cause.
if we could have stuck together,
Hmm.
Dabrowski. I'm not saying y'all didn't stick together,
Yeah.
but if the Cal sector would have stuck together, we could have been a powerful force to help this man. We did
Mm,
not because we're niggers.
yeah.
Niggers. We could not.
Yeah.
So
Well,
now
I'm not gonna.
I must.
I'm not gonna let you leave that right there, because I do have to blame the culprit of it when it comes to blackness.
Right.
Money will be the division of us all.
Yes.
It will.
You're right. And the sad part about it is everybody is biting each other's head off.
Mhm.
Everybody is arguing.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, because of who I am, no matter what goes on with YouTube, I know that what my Jesus can do because I'm a living witness.
Mhm.
I don't want Spitting Fire to go. I don't want Sylvie to go because they put in a lot of work
Yeah.
like you have. You
Yeah.
put your, I see you in your Nike. Listen, shut your mouth. I'm going to tell you what I see. I
You're
see
so
you
silly.
with the boots on the ground,
Mhm.
with the sneakers and a Nike watch,
Mhm.
like my son.
I think because I
It's
was a
not,
lady. I think because I was a female. I don't know.
you put boots on the
I
ground.
can't
That
figure it
wasn't
out.
easy.
Mhm.
And from what I understand from the Broski would walk you 3 miles and you had to pass out. You marched, you protested, you did, you put in the work. And I don't want to see anybody goes with it put in the work.
Mhm.
But it's just so sad because when I look at this whole thing, it is not about, this is a spiritual and a demonic thing, and it is. We should have all stuck together and did what we had to do. It would have made a difference.
Mhm.
Because, like I said before, I do not agree. If he slept with a 14-year-old, I do not. But let me tell you something. I ain't eating your shit.
Yeah, you
If you
got
if
that
you buy
right.
me a 10,000, listen. If
He
you buy
has.
me a 10,
R. Kelly says something that is very, very, very important to remember out here. He said
mm-hmm.
that they can always leave.
But see, let's talk
The
about leaving.
public
Why can't
tells
why
you.
can't you go home?
Let
Why
me
can't you
let
go
me
home?
let me say this, sister. The public comes out to rebuttal and brainwash people that nope, they're held in a cult. They held this away. They're tied in the dungeon. But he says they can always leave. Meaning that, well, Azrael says, well, he told me to call my parents. I didn't want to. I didn't want to talk to them because they would just go bickering and back and forth. Well, she didn't want to
She
leave.
did say that. You're talking word for word. She did say that.
She
She did.
did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
As
She
you know,
said
I'm
that.
getting everything.
She said that verbatim. I heard it word for word.
She
But
didn't want to leave. So I try to understand their argument on the other side. If you have a person telling the world, because she said this on the presidents, and that went like everybody saw that. So how do you argue and call Mr. Kelly what you calling him when someone is telling people that she didn't want to go. She didn't want to be bothered with her parents. What do you want the other public to say when the man said that they can go?
You
But
know what? I'm gonna tell you what it was about. I will go back to what I said.
mhm,
It was about that Birkin bag. It was
mhm,
about that Louis bag. It
mhm,
was about your breasts. Where
mhm,
I'm the opposite. And see, my situation is a little bit different than a lot of other mothers
mhm,
because my child has lupus. She took 9 months of chemotherapy.
mhm,
And honey, when she walked down that aisle, they had to listen, they almost had to pick me up. And I said to her, okay, you coming in at a decent salary. You want that money? Go back and get your master's. So now she's teaching and she's getting her master's. So you can buy your own breast, your own Louis Vuitton. You can buy anything you want. She ain't got no kids. I don't have no grandkids.
mhm.
But it's just sad. But like I said, I don't hate Oak Cove at all. I just don't like the fact that you take your abuser that happened 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. You relate it to R. Kelly, and then you come online. He ain't never going to jail. You ain't got no life. I wake up every morning. I got to grind.
Mhm.
The only reason why I'm off today is because my son had a dentist appointment.
Mhm.
Listen,
Mhm.
they cost money to get a bridge put in after 2 years worth of braces. That's why I'm off today
But and you
because I
know,
grind.
I'm happy. Something in me makes me happy to go grind. I don't know what. Like I
So
literally, it's not that I want to go work on a plantation or nothing like that. But for some reason, I'm like, this built stability. This doing what I do has made me
right.
award, feel like I can award myself and my kids appreciate me. We never struggled. We never got put out. I never been down to the system to give them my social security number. And I didn't want to. I'm like, I got this. I brought them into this world. I'm a doer.
And
I'm
you know
going to
what?
go get it.
You gonna
But
make me cry
I guess I
because when
got,
my mom,
I guess what I do, I don't know, to some people who felt like, pooping on me or this or I'm a dope head, I'm a crack. What?
and like I
What?
said, I am not here to say he was 100% innocent.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
he was not,
yeah.
because first of all, like I told you, I follow Jesus. When you have six girlfriends, you reaping what you sown.
Uh-huh.
If we play it back, if he did sleep with Rashonda, he was married. You messed up then.
Mm-hmm.
If you slept with Lisa Van Allen in the video, I believe I can fly. You was married. So he defiled the laws of God from years ago. But
Mm-hmm.
it don't mean he's not an animal. He does not need 30 years in jail. And because of the fact he was sexually abused and he's illiterate, he needs help. And to me, that is why he keeps. I don't want to talk about nothing about the BOP officer. That's not going to win your appeal.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get past.
He's
We
gonna
have
eat
to
it
get
there too.
past.
Put it in the chair. I'm sorry, babe, but
We have
Teddy's getting hold to these bears and
we
they're the
have to
babies.
get past the tape with Rashonda. We have a lot to get back. But see, what I don't like the fact is, if he did sleep with her, why would you take money from him all these years?
Yeah.
Why would your family take him? That means they sold you as a piece of ass. That's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what that means. No money, no amount of money will make me sell my girls for a Birkin bag or a Louis bag. None. And I'm quite sure you feel the same way. I know you do.
Mm.
Because if you didn't, you wouldn't grind the way that you grind. You wouldn't. You would not. Am I right?
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just so many arguments and so much bickering. I don't want Spit and Fire to go. I don't want Sylvie to go. It's just sad. And people are lying and getting checks and they know him. I'm the cousin, and that's a lie. And I'm gonna leave Bookham alone because Bookham is sick. I know you're gonna laugh.
Girl. That one there, like I said, and oh, I could not. I hear everybody. And I know it
Hmm.
disturbed quite a few people. Oh, and he did this, he did that, but there were some things that was just questionable. Like one, I who comes out to tell someone's life to prove a point that you know him? Who does that? That I didn't, I was like, what? You,
And
you,
who comes out as a
why?
thief? Who comes out as a thief? And see, there's two things. My mother, me and my sister, it's still hard for us
Mm,
because I only have one sister, and we both will stick to one thing. If you lied or you stole, you get your ass beat.
mm,
My mom didn't play that.
yeah, push,
So all of these
Coda,
lies,
push her
I
back
don't
some
get
more
it.
so she don't
And
tilt
and
off.
you're not perfect, but yet you have built to me a cult. Went to Milwaukee from housing, and I got mad because you've shown us your beautiful house several times,
Mm-hmm.
but you
Sorry, you
want to report
guys. I was telling it
you.
went buffering because the phone was ringing. So
Uh,
sorry.
but what I'm saying is she's on Trent Channel saying, like I said, with your guns on nose and somebody didn't cut you in the face one time. Look at her picture. You drinking in the morning, and you on live talking about, telling Trent, well, people from Chicago went to Milwaukee to get housing. Your imaginary husband, where's your girls? Girl, don't play with me.
Mm,
Don't. I'm talking directly to you. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. A postal worker in my city is 60 grand with no positions. I'm gonna leave it at that, and that's a fact. I
Thank
didn't
you.
been there. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
And it
I'm not
has
gonna say what
given
state.
me one comfortable, de-stressed lifestyle. I'm okay. I've always felt blessed. I've been grateful. I have not taken advantage of it, and I made it work to my advantage. I'm leaving there at 57. I'm good. Well,
But can
with
I ask you a
God's
question?
grace, but I don't know. So I go ahead on and poop and do whatever you want. You can't
But
do
my
nothing to
question
me.
is, when you get up every morning, especially with me losing my mother dying in my daughter's arms,
Mm,
do you think I'm gonna get up every morning and say, he getting 30 years. He ain't never go out.
I know, right?
And when I say every day, all day, and the hours that you do, how dare you sit your frog, and I'm going to say, your frog ugly ass on YouTube every day and say what he's getting. And you got time off. You stole. You know what? Man may be finished with you, Larry, but God is not.
Mm-hmm.
And I promise you, I'ma see it. You don't do that. He should have stayed his ass off of YouTube, humbled himself, took care of his family, repented. But no, you got you and your cult leaders.
Well,
I'ma sit
yeah, of
back.
course. He's got people that wants to hear what he's saying. So why would he go? That's just like that. What's that man come on TV at that church where he be popping their heads? They go because that's what they want to hear. Those that Drunken Larry has been just a one of a kind. Opportunist. I played the video that one guy came on and he told him blunt to your face. This was his first time. He decided to call in. He was
Hmm.
listening to Drunken Larry's agenda. His plan. And this man said, wait, that's an opportunist. You are about to capitalize. And boy, Drunken Larry lit a book, girl, went to 10. No, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, yeah.
But see, once again,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
goes back to the parents. Why are you stealing? Check this out.
Yeah.
It goes back to the parents. Why are you stealing?
Mm,
Think about it.
mm,
Now we debating colleges now. I call them my prince because I
mm,
got two girls. Why are you stealing? Why don't you do the time that you need to do and get that money?
mm-hmm.
But something slipped in your childhood that you had to steal. I remember when he first came on Facebook, walking around with the big pool, and I don't give a damn who do a live winches. I'm tired of y'all.
I don't think it,
Walking
it
around
wasn't
the
his,
pool,
was it?
walking around the pool, talking about your Benzes, but you stole it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a BMW. I
Lost,
paid for it.
yeah, lost it all.
I worked for it. So this is what I mean. I don't, like I said, I'm gonna say this number ago because I'm sure somebody else. I don't want to see Sylvia or Spitting Fire, but they put in a lot of work, including DJ.
Yeah.
I don't like any of the attacks, and even like when you entrench rebuttal, maybe I'm a little bit sensitive because I lost my mom,
Mm-hmm.
and even with you and Angie, I think Angie is She's so funny. Both of
Mhm.
y'all funny.
Mhm.
I don't get into the beefs, but it would be different if all of y'all could just connect together. It would have been a different movement. But everybody's cutting, slicing, eating off of every channel, and that's sad to me.
Mhm.
It's sad. And I think all y'all are funny. And Angie makes me laugh. I told her that. I told her that. She makes me laugh. I am not in the beefs. I'm just a little mod. You know what I'm saying? And if I think at this point I don't see it, and I am going to say this number go. I think we just need to pray and let Jean have her way, and leave it at that. Because there's so many liars and scheming, so much lying and scheming out here. Nothing's going to be done. It's going to be a tax. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nothing any blogger does to support him. I just say all the bloggers pray and leave it at that.
Mhm.
Because it has gotten worse. We talking 4 years. I remember when you started your channel in bed. You didn't remember that on
Ye-
Face's channel.
Yeah.
I do. Now we're 4 years into the game, and people are biting heads off. They're calling jobs. They're coming to your jobs. They're pulling your personal information. And what I did find out is it is not the R. Kelly sector. They do this on other channels. They do.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of other channels for cooking and other things, but I think they do that because, from what I've seen, if I put it all together, channels that are popular and channels make money, they get attacked a lot. But
Right.
for right now, I would say every channel, on YTF, just pray and
Yeah.
let God have his way.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
Thank you, girl. I'm getting back in the
Oh.
chat.
Who
And
am
I know they're going to shake me up tomorrow.
who am I
And I'm going
talk
to say it again.
to?
Stay off welfare. Stop
Huh.
smoking that.
Why? That's just the easy income. Why? They ain't know.
What do
Why?
you look like getting food stamps, asking
Yeah.
people to send you?
You
You
know,
know what?
not
I miss
prepared
Mama.
for burials, not prepared for no what life is just not. I'm prepared. I'm good. I make
Yeah, girl,
sure.
girl, girl, I told you I was an agent. I'm not going to tell you what now, but I
Oh,
got news for
okay.
you.
All
It's
right.
not what it's not what you think.
Yeah.
It's not what you think when it comes. You may get a hint. It's not what you think when it comes to burial. It's not what you
Yeah.
think when it comes to retirement. Trust me, I do
Yeah.
this for a living. It's
Okay.
not. And see, I'm not going to tell you what state I'm in, but I will tell you this. A lot of people right now are not even paying for a funeral because a funeral is about 15,000 at least.
Pretty much. Yeah.
A lot of people now are ready to casket. You see the body, and then you take your behind and leave. And when you leave, they're gonna burn the body up. They're gonna give you your urn. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But see, we as black people, we live for today. We don't live for tomorrow
Correct.
and what may happen. And because I had my son, I'm gonna say it old, at almost 40. He's 18. Figure out my age. Guess what? Mommy's eyes closed. He ain't got
Yeah.
nothing.
Let me tell before you go, let me say this. I understand that everybody, wants to make a point. I understand what was, in the transcripts and the prosecution with their discoveries and all of this. Here's what I just do not see with Mr. Kelly, and I got to put this on record. There's only this one. I'm gonna put a ledge on it, tape
I'm
of this,
listening.
and it's just the Rashonda, right?
Hmm.
But I keep hearing this, the minors and the minors and the minors. Well, if Mr. Kelly was this whole pedophilia person that they want to paint him to be, there would be a consistent pattern of behavior there.
Right.
And I don't see that. I don't see
But see,
many tapes with many minors or video.
right.
Where is that? What happened to that? I don't see where after 2008 that Mr. Kelly had this alleged pattern that they claim to have.
And I
He
agree.
met Azrael Nim back
And
in
she
what,
lied.
15
She
or
lied.
17 or something.
Right.
So what happened to the years in between after 8, 9, 10, 11? Where's the videotape? tapes of a different
There is
minor?
none.
Where is the cult of kids locked in the dungeon back in 2009, 10, 11? What happened in those years in between?
There
What?
are none.
Oh, but the law says that there must have has to be a consistent of a 10-year
It's not.
pattern, and
But
there
but
isn't.
where he messed up was, and I'm gonna be honest,
Uh huh.
when he found out that Azriel was under 18, he sent her back. He should have let her stay there.
Mhm.
That was a mistake on his part because it
Mhm.
came back to haunt him. She lied about her age, just like Geronda lied about her age.
Mhm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I do think he's going to win his appeal because of everything that has gone on. So when
Correct.
he found out she was not 18, he sent her back. You know what he should have told her? You stay there.
Yeah.
But see, once again, the flesh takes over the spirit. It
Mhm.
does. And men have fetishes for big butts,
Yeah.
big
Absolutely.
titties, and a lot of men wouldn't want me because I'm so tiny. I'm
Mhm.
129 pounds.
Mhm.
I mean, I had a girlfriend that was 400 pounds. Her boyfriend was 130, and that was his turn on.
Mhm.
So every man has their fetish, but it doesn't mean you have to spend 30 years in jail, especially because of the fact Asriel lied. But when he messed up, I do agree with Trent. When it got heated, he should have sent both of them home. He should have.
Yeah.
And if he would have did that, none of this would have transpired. But once again, we talking about the Birkin bag. We talking about what did he get them per month? Was it 10,000 a month or 5,000 a month? He was giving himself their parent could not,
Uh huh.
and that's where
The
mom,
enticing.
and that's
Covers.
where your mom came in, and my mom came in.
Mhm.
My daughter started her salary as a teacher. Oh, it's good. Oh, this not enough. I said, okay, then we gonna get that master's.
Mhm.
We gonna get
Um,
that master's.
I have another question though.
Mhm.
During the trial, you kept hearing sidebars,
I'm
sidebars,
listening.
sidebars,
Mhm.
right? During the trial, you hear a
Mhm.
lot of that. So during the sidebars, these are things that are not in the transcript. Is the transcriber is not typing anymore, correct? So
Mhm.
these are entries that was trying to be introduced into the court to Donnelly here and there. Well, I think that we should talk about this, but then the prosecution felt that it was an objection. Now, moving fast forward, you have this whole appeal that she's trying to do with Donnelly not allowing a bunch of information that Bonjean would have felt or thought that it would have been relevant to push through. How do you or do you think that that would have any play factor or no? Because I know
Yes.
but
Yes,
wait a
I
minute,
do.
hear me out. The law does says that if it's not written in the transcript or whatever that a lot of materials cannot be introduced at the higher level.
Mm.
So how do you think, I'm just saying, do you think that she'll have a strategy around that? I also would like to, and I don't never address the COVID side at all like that, but unless
Right.
I'm in my roasting mode, but that's here near there. But I like for them to create a list, even Drunken Larry, of the things that they know for a fact that Bonjean has weight to move to an appeal. Challenge that. Instead of telling what you know is not going to work,
Right.
call out some stuff that you know for a fact that may work. Be balanced about it. Don't sit on the screen as if you are the attorney. Because what I heard him say today, he was like, well, he's not going to get an appeal. What? Who are you? Who
You're
are
me.
you? But,
And see, once again, I have to go back to I agree with everything you're saying.
mm,
And I don't know about the appellate court, but in my opinion, and I'm going to say it again, I do not think, I think that the BPO officer was fired. That was her punishment.
uh-huh.
Um, but like I said, we have to get around the fact that Rashonda said it was her. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as New York goes, Ezreal lied.
I think they
She,
gonna get around that. She's gonna hit that
yes,
with the
I
whole
do too.
bribery from the freaking government up there. That's an easy one to me.
And as far as the parents go, like I said, I don't know what they did for a living. I don't know what they did for a living.
Mm,
But you don't teach your kids to, like I told my kids, as long as you don't have no kids, you're fine. Once you become a mother, whatever you want is secondary. Like me right now, whatever I want is secondary until my son goes off to college and he's situated.
mm,
You understand what I'm saying?
mm,
The Birkin bags, the Louis, the Gucci. Well, see, we didn't do the Birkin bags at my age. I had all the Gucci. I had all that before I had kids. So I do think he has a strong opinion. But like you said with Drunken Larry, first of all, for you to sit your behind on YouTube and said he's not getting the pills, you have put yourself in the seat of my Jesus. And I hope you're listening because I know that my God can do anything but fail.
mm,
And I know for a fact that this man did not deserve to be in 30 years. He needs help. He came from a sexually abusive background, and the thing that made it bad was because he was a superstar. I blame this on his wife. Nobody said, "Okay, why don't you take courses on how to learn, read, and write and count?" And to be honest with you, what he's saying right now, if he thinks his emails being leaked is going to free him, it's not because his mind is not of somebody that has an education that can read and write. Do you understand what I'm saying?
mm.
But once again, you don't sit yourself on YouTube when you have stolen from people and you have stolen from prisoners and talk about your bins and your house. 'Cause let me tell you something. For real, Negro, you a felon. It ain't so much you can make.
Didn't
And
I
I don't
say?
care
Didn't I
who.
say if your butt done did some wrong, you need to go sit down?
No, he said he was working 90 hours a week.
Uh,
And you know what? I'm going to keep it real. You got a child that's disabled, you're getting a check for him too. I'm
mhm,
not dumb.
mhm,
I know the game, baby.
mhm.
So you're working 90 hours a week to make ends meet because you stole what you had. Once again, who raised you? Where did you come from? Why did you steal? Why didn't you go to school? Why didn't you do the right things? You couldn't do that
Mm.
because something happened in your childhood. It did.
That brought
It did.
on that demonic behavior. Period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, all
Yeah.
the Gucci, the Louis, the Birkin, we're not even, all that happened before I had kids.
Mm.
Once you become a mother, like you said, you think about life insurance, you think about property. I'm now worth more dead than I am alive. And that's a fact.
And it's
Because,
not that I don't indulge in it. I actually kind of forgot about it. You know what I mean? It just
right.
wasn't on my mind no more. It really wasn't. I'm like, I didn't had all of that. What I'm just gonna just keep investing and buying and that? Nah, I'm done with
Right.
that. I'm done with
Right.
that.
And see, by
Let them
me, the job that
Hollywood
I
people
do,
have it. I'm good.
like I said, I'm an agent. I'll tell you this. I work from home.
Like
I
what?
work in pajamas every day.
Yeah. So who
When
in
I
the
go out,
hell am I to come out here and try to shame somebody on because you don't have a Hellcat? I don't give a damn what you riding in. I
and
don't
like
give
I
a
said, we
shit.
could agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Like I get everywhere where Trent is coming. I did not like the roast between him and you. That hurt me bad. It
Yeah.
did. But you have to look at it like you said, all from all angles.
Hmm.
And for somebody to get on there and keep hollering Kentwood, I've had enough of you. God
Girl,
only
yeah,
knows.
yeah. Truth knows she got on my damn last nerves with that, and
And
here
it made me mad though.
and
She
to
said you went
keep
to
saying
Milwaukee to
that
help.
you all know. Well, oh no, we all knew, but you didn't. What you ain't do nothing, nothing.
Let me
Here's
let me
your
pull her.
opportunity now to
Say that
talk
again.
about
Say
what
that again.
we knew.
We knew and you didn't do nothing.
Not a
And let
darn
me tell you
thing.
something.
Mm-mm.
I don't comment on her channel, but I can tell you this much. You done moved 3, 4, 5 times since I've been watching your channel. Where's your kids at? And then you up early in the morning. I need a blunt. You smoking weed. Y'all see my bar? No, no, we don't want to see the bar. We want to see what you drive where you live. She's full of it.
Mm.
And she's one of the men. Kentwood. Well, if he was that bad, why didn't you say something? Why didn't you come home and say, Mommy, this dude, this is in the
Mm-hmm.
music business, and he's
Mm-hmm.
picking up kids. And mommy, could you call somebody? No, you didn't do that. So Gonzo, go somewhere. And I know y'all gonna do a live tomorrow. I don't care. I'm sick and tired of all of y'all. No live was done. If it was, oh, I'm sorry, my dog named Biscuit. If it was that, stepped over his tail. And yes, his haircut was $80 with the
Oh,
tip.
good girl, don't
So
we
if it was
pay
that,
it?
if it was
Hello.
that bad, if it was that bad, why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call somebody? And now, 30 years later, Kentwood, let me get up on. Y'all see my bar? You didn't gave me the whole MO. See, let me tell you something about a manipulator. You got the right ones on your group because nobody is forgiven, nobody is passing judgment. Like I said, if y'all don't agree, that's fine. But to get on YouTube and you get food stamps and ask for money for transcripts, you know exactly who I'm. You got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let God have His way because in God's eyes, Larry is no different than R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he can't see that. I see it clear as day. And the more you run your mouth, he did say to people, I didn't want to laugh, people outside of his house, people bothering his wife, I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
These are the souls that you see. These are the seeds that you've sown. I go to sleep. Anybody outside my house? Anybody calling my job? All I said was I was an agent.
Yeah.
You don't know what kind of agent I am.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying. You've made your life miserable, like you said earlier, maybe it was earlier yesterday, digging into another man's life, which is not of Christ. It's not. But girl, it was nice. I'm getting back
Oh,
in the chat. And you
yeah.
do know tomorrow they're going to do a live and tear me up.
You
Yes,
know
sugar
what?
baby
I didn't
mine.
got it. We didn't got it. Who cares? That's how I have to tell them. Who cares? Go and
I
be
don't.
cocaine vocal if you want to. I don't care about the
Because
raise it.
it's been 4 long years.
Raise it.
And only one subscriber I know dropped off permanently with the spicy topics.
Uh-huh.
It was you spitting fire, phases. I mean, I'm just looking at all of this with this fight with this man.
Mm.
He just needs help. He didn't rape anybody. And
Ain't
like I said,
murder, no murders, no kidnapping, none of that. I'm just
and
like,
how you listen, you give me a turd and tell me to eat my own shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm gonna tell you? Boo, call me Uber. What they do now, I'm leaving. No. A lot of these things that these women did, they did it of their own will. And the big thing is, why did you stay? Why did you stay?
Mm.
Because you wanted a Louis bag when you can go to school and get your degrees to start your own business?
Well, girl,
Like, my,
it's not too often that, when you come from get to walk around in a mansion and all that stuff. Having people waiting on you, carrying your bags and stuff like that.
but see, that was
So,
a life that was a little bit different from, I guess you could say, the middle class people like me and you that work, that owns a deed that is not in Section 8. Just sit there and ask for transcripts, and you're getting food stamps, and get up every morning. He ain't never getting
those
that. He
are
get
just
30.
messed up priorities, hon. That's
It's
that's
not.
that's all. Cause I
Because
know
my
that I'm
job,
gonna wake up every morning. I ain't trying to go get no transcript to read something on another man's life to make a point. I'm finna go try to get another job to get off this
and the
goddamn
only
once a
reason why
month
I was on
income.
today is because my son had a bridge put in.
Mm-hmm.
You look it up. Only
I,
reason why I'm off
we
tomorrow is because
already know
my
how much them girl.
he, my job giving me listen. My job giving me money if I'm not sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm off. Other than that, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
Although my mom is in the grave, her spirit is still with me. And that's me and my sister got two damn cars in the crib. Two.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother-in-law today was his anniversary date. So all y'all doing as women, nah, it don't. Girl, let me go. I'm going back in the
It
chat.
would go ahead. It would be a better world if we can just acknowledge your celebrities or this or that, but not lose track on the focal point of your own freaking life. Don't you want? I know that I'll never have. I know I would never come close to no $999 million, almost a billionaire. But you can best to believe that I'm gonna reach to the stars to try to grab what I can. I'm
I'm gonna
going
say it again.
I'm going to stay on point with that.
I,
I acknowledge them. I have celebrities that I like. I have this, but they done made it already. And if they make some mishaps in their life, I leave that up to the judge, the jury, and God. I got to do that.
and
I
see
got
that,
to leave it right
and that's
there.
the point I'm trying to make. I don't have a problem with Oko's disagreeing, but the names, Kel's tears, and keep R. Kelly down with a knife with blood, and then certain people getting up that's on welfare asking for deny, deny, deny. Don't you realize, and I'm gonna keep it real, they're really gonna get mad. A couple of you had been in the hospital. I want to know why. God
Mm,
says, "Touch not my anointed,"
mm,
and that's a fact. You don't do that because if I get up tomorrow morning, I am still a sinner in His eyesight. But
mm.
like I said, for drunken Larry to
Turn it
leave
down a little
the modern day Jim Jones cult, I know you're listening. You are a thief.
bit. Mm.
You've been a thief all your life. Now
Want
see
it, want it
The Benz
easy.
the
Easy. He
Benz,
wants easy.
uh huh, the Benz you got you stole. The BMW I drove, I paid for it because I worked for it.
Mm.
That's the difference
Amen.
between me and you.
And don't it feel so much better? You ain't got to look over your shoulders and nobody coming for you.
No. And you know what? I don't have it being anymore because I was in the business making my, I'm driving what I could afford.
Mm,
But when I get my prints off, I call my prints off to school. I may venture. But I didn't steal it. I didn't steal what I got that BMW. I worked for it. I made enough money to pay the insurance for $300.
mm,
So you figure I'm gonna tell on Drunken Larry, ask me what your note was. Since you went, oh, what did he say on his tape? My Benzes will not be touched. Um, my houses. You don't own nothing. And I know for a fact if you got especially a child with special needs, nigga, you getting a check,
mm.
and you working 90 hours a week. I can do the math
Yeah,
real quick in my head.
I know he like, I damn near fell out my chair when I first, he finally first come back to readdress and he was like, something about my freaking boots.
He's not gonna be able
Boy,
to.
I laughed my ass off
I'm gonna
on
tell you
that.
what's gonna happen. You're gonna laugh about this.
My
He's not going to
boots.
be able. He's not going to be able to adjust unless he puts Jesus first. He's
Yeah.
not. He's not.
I looked back at him. I said, boy, this boy don't really know honest boots, do he? He only just know, he only know crooked boots. Had they been the crooked style of boots, you know what I'm talking about, in their language.
Yes.
Oh, you would have never spoke on them. But because they were the honest boots, let me rag these honest boots. Let me try to tear these boots. You can't touch this. This is all
And
honest.
what I'm trying to do, it's hard for me. My mom was 80. Like I said, she died in my daughter's arms.
Hey,
She's
APZ.
not here
Mm,
in body, but she's here in spirit. She listen. You stole the panties coming down. You gonna get you stole. No, the BMW I drove. I didn't steal it. I paid for it,
uh-huh.
and things were different. I got a nice car. It's not what I want.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't old. But when that prince go away, then I'm gonna do what I need to do. But for right now, I prioritize. He comes first. And like you said, life insurance and having a deed, all that is important. I'm worth more dead than I am alive. My
Yeah.
kid, I already told my kids it's something, especially with my mom dying. Well, being 80 years old and being sick,
Mm-hmm.
we knew at some point that she would die. But I've already told because I got two girls and one boy. I already told my girls, all you got to do is go in my closet. I got 3 policies.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all don't have to beg, borrow, steal,
Yeah.
go on welfare every
Yeah.
day and say, um, he ain't never getting out.
Yeah.
And by the way, boo, put out that $100 and take your dog to the groomer. Oh, y'all gonna be mad tomorrow. Get them
She.
toenails cut. Get them ears clean.
I was, I,
Listen,
I was like,
I'm
that's kind
finished.
of close to the kitchen there. Don't you know that that's airborne? That
Wait a
stuff
minute.
airborne is like a cat. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want no hair, all thin hair flying around all through
No,
my damn
listen.
house. And I can
Ain't
afford
cut
it.
nothing
So
in here. I'ma drop your behind off.
I
I'ma pick you
can,
up 4 hours later. Your toenails won't be cut.
your
Oh, you
teeth
gonna
gonna be
listen.
shiny. I'm good to
No, wait.
go.
And guess what I picked him up in?
Yeah.
An Eagles jacket.
Oh,
Don't play with
jeez.
me.
I like taking him there. He loves it.
What you
Girl,
t-
you
you go
know
to pet
that
smart?
girl. He loves being pampered. So why not? I
So does
love my
pet smart, but
dog.
it costs.
I love my dog. I'm not finna be in
And
here
you pay
screaming
it.
and hollering at him. Sit still. Stop it. Why not let him go out and have a
And see,
spa?
this is the
Go.
thing. Oh, tomorrow they're gonna talk about sugar baby tomorrow. I don't care.
Yeah.
You are cutting your dog in an ugly dog in the kitchen, and he's an ugly dog.
You know those doodles are
Ugly.
kind of ugly. I ain't trying to join in with your shit, but
They cooking.
they kind of ugly to me.
You cooking food, and you got an ugly, and you're gonna take. See, I'm getting ready to laugh now. I hate you. I really do. I hate you. You're gonna take a homemade barbershop kit and shave where I eat.
Yeah.
Now I'll go
This
pay us
I this I
$100.
take it to the bar moment, have some a martini and a margarita.
No, I'm laughing because it does cost. And see, I don't know if you experienced this with Teddy,
Yeah.
but when they cut the nails, we had a little issue. And she was like, well, if we can't cut him, he going to the groomer, or we can file him down. That's another $20. He don't get him cut. He get his nails done like I do with the nails.
Yeah. Well, Teddy, they cut him once. I let it go. They got new people in. They cut
I'm
him
glad I
twice.
saw it.
So we went to mediation, okay? Because I told 'em we could do this y'all way or we gonna do this my way. It's up to y'all. Now, here I am, black woman. I'm up in here with all
Mhm.
these white folks, right? And
And
so
that's right.
they asked me, well, how can we
Biscuit,
rectify the
shut up.
situation?
Wait, hold on. Biscuit, shut up. Ain't nobody can do it for you. Right downstairs, Biscuit. Hello.
Yeah. So they looking at me and I'm like, you know what? I'm a fair person, but y'all done cut my dog up twice. When Teddy had over, I think maybe 15 stitches right up in there, to finally he had to go into surgery because they had to just go ahead on and declaw it. They had to take it all the way out.
Oh, he was
So
the Claude?
they had to. They had to
Oh.
cut him so deeply where they could. So he went to emergency surgery. He was in there for a
Mhm.
while and everything, right? So I made an appointment, and like I said, I went on up in there. We got to have mediation, or somebody's gonna be coming to see y'all that y'all not gonna want to come. So I can rectify this with y'all. So I had two managers in there, and then the young lady who actually she was just hired too. She normally is not his groom. She wasn't his groomer, but I didn't know that they had to switch out, or I think his groomer got sick or something. She was pregnant. So, they were nice and they said, well, we understand that, we made this and this is our second time. You gave him anxiety. It took me a minute to get him to get used to going back because I could tell he did not want to go back there.
My
But
sister's dog, she gives him pills when he takes, and them pills, I'm gonna tell you, my sister's dog has those. I didn't realize what anxiety with a car was until my
mhm.
sister's dog. It's bad. It's
Oh,
bad.
it was bad,
It's
honey. I
bad.
mean, Teddy would shake his butt off.
Yes, they shake and they
So
foam at the mouth. Yes.
we end up writing a contract up and they settled with me. Teddy gets free food for life. Teddy gets every six haircut for free. Whatever it
Wow.
is, he get pampered like whatever. So and I whatever his accessories are, a leash or whatever, all I have to do is walk into the store. His name is in the system. And they give him what he want. If it's a squeaky toe, he gonna get it. If I go and get new name tag printed up, he gets it. No charge. Cause they mess him up. 'Cause I was gonna come at them in court. But no, you know what? We could rectify this without that. I want it written up because I know management changes out. Your workers are going to change out. So I don't want to have to come in this store and have a problem with, oh, well, we can't find it. Well, when did this? I don't want to go through none of that. Or we're going to
It's a lot.
reopen this case back up. So Teddy's going to sue you guys. But I'm not that harsh of a person if we can rectify the situation. Make me happy
But
and
you're
I'm
right.
good.
But like I'm saying, the same person that gets on live every other day,
Mm
you got a homemade makeshift dog grooming supply.
hmm. Mm hmm.
Cause let me shut up.
Girl.
Drop that money.
Girl.
What grind? And see, and this is what I mean by demonic possession. You get up every morning saying he's never getting out. Every morning saying it's denied. That's sad. Let
I'm gonna
God
throw
have His
another
way.
one at you though, because I actually seen, the one individual is all I saw, and I believe this individual was traveling back and forth up to the
I know exactly what
courtroom.
you're talking about.
And
You ain't got
I'm
to say no
like,
names,
wait a minute, hold up. You do know
but you
that you're
get food
using
stamps,
money that is provided to you with the help from the system, the government or whatever. How do you waste your money on something like this, right? And I know they'll say, well, we got it, I got it. No, you don't have it like
no,
that if
you
the
don't.
system knows your name and you waiting on a once a month of excitement of something to come to your mailbox or your card or something like that, right? And I'm not to judge, it is what it is, but I'm saying to myself, all that time on the train
Right.
traveling, they ain't have no applications or nothing nowhere.
I
But
heard you. Listen, I heard you say it on here
I was
and
like, and if
about
this
3 months
person
ago.
has this disability that prohibits, her to work, because a lot of us, women would blame it on, well, I had 8 kids, I can't go back to work. Well, I
No,
didn't had, or it's too hard to find a job. No, it's
and
just a job that
don't
you
get me
doesn't
wrong,
want, that you
Tam.
don't want.
A lot of us have fell on hard times and needed the system.
Yeah,
We have. But listen, when you got money to smoke weed every day,
girl.
you got money to buy cigarettes every day,
Mm-hmm.
and you get up every morning, I need $30 for transfer. My family needs food stamps. No, your family need to get off your ass. You know exactly who I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
to now.
Yeah. Wants to get up and click on the TV, lounge around on the couch. Oh my Lord, you gonna lose out.
And you going to take a makeshift home dog kit? I would need a piece of cheese from your house
Yeah.
because dog hair flies.
And I bought one though. And then I'm gonna tell you, I opened up the
It's hard.
box. It was the first time it was hard, right? But then I thought
Hmm.
about it. Okay, you got goddamn money. Go drop this damn dog off. Let somebody else do it.
And see, you
and
do know that when you
go
drop
do
your
it.
dog off, you want to leave a nice tip because once you get to
Yes.
tipping the same person,
Yeah.
because my his original groomer left, she got sick, but what she did, she left instructions. Honey, I tipped her behind. Well, you got your toenails groomed. You got a name with the dog tag with my name and phone number. You got more than the eagle. You got the eagle jacket. You got a fur on the collar. You got a Reebok jacket. You eat what? No.
Yeah. Well,
And
if he's happy, then I'm happy. I'm already got to prepare when they get ready to leave the world. But so
I
I
know.
enjoy it. I do. I enjoy it.
But like
So
I said, no disrespect for their opinions, but y'all went to a level that is demonic.
yeah.
It is. Because like I said, nobody in my family wants to hear, even before my mom died, I don't want to hear it.
Mhm.
I don't want to hear it. But that's all they said. But to get up every morning, the night, he ain't never getting out of jail. And that's why you,
Yeah. Well, I just know that if it's somebody that's really close to them, that a situation happened, I will be delighted to sit and watch them do a show on someone close to them. Let's see.
but like I
Can
said,
you say
I
the
don't
same
agree
thing?
nothing what Bookham says. He's a narcissist. And honestly, everybody has been complaining that he's sick. And I
Yeah.
mean that seriously.
His intentions
But
was in the wrong place for me.
and the
That's
one thing he did
that's just
say
that.
that made sense. All of y'all are blaming R. Kelly from your sexual abuse. And that includes Tasha K.
Mhm. Yeah.
And mentally, if as soon as you and see, this is the thing. We say we're gonna hang out. This is the thing. What victim have you fought for? None. None.
Yeah.
If
Before
they
you
would have
go.
held to what they said, it would have been a beautiful. You have not fought for one, and that's why Sheena. I don't know if you watch Sheena
Mhm.
speak sometimes. She got a tiny channel, but she gave her story on how she came to call for help and how she was attacked and other people. But if you are fighting for victims, I don't see you fighting for victims. All I see is you doing eating, sleeping, and breathing. A man that does not give a damn about you. A
Mm-hmm.
man that's a millionaire. A man that's a genius. And a man that God has the last say. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
And it's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah. It's crazy. Well, like I say, I support in my own way. I walk by faith, not by sight.
So do I.
And I'm okay
So do I.
with putting my faith into Bonjean to go in there and give it her best shot, and that's all you can ask for.
And is he wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, he is for having a heroin. Yes, he is. But he was treated unjustly, and that's
Mhm.
the bottom line. Because
Mhm.
I don't change from God. No way. No, you cannot have six women and not pay a price.
Mhm.
That's not what God's design was. But the
Mhm.
fact that you stopped him from making money, yes, the fact that you took his emails, a lot of stuff, the fact that the parents were involved, he deserves an appeal. But
Mhm.
what I think he needs, and I don't know if you heard this or not, and I wish she could have got to him. This was maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Alonzo Van Dam, I think she's retired now.
Mhm.
Now this is what I heard. I heard that she wanted to do an interview with R. Kelly and he refused. Because, she has the healing process from childhood. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
He needs counseling, but he doesn't need everybody to get up and celebrate the nods and nods and nods. Why would you want to do that to your black brother? This is why, I hate to say, this is why we as black people are where we are. And I know if you know other
It's
races
the
and other
TV.
cultures, they operate different than what we do. I've
Mm.
lived it. I know what I'm talking about.
Mm.
Why get on and complain instead of saying, okay, this man was wrong. Let's get together as a team, all teams. We agree, you don't disagree. Let's try to get him some help instead of 30 years.
Yeah.
And now, he don't deserve no 30 years. He does not deserve to rot in jail. And with the Me Too movement, I'm not going to say nothing to them wenches. They going to pay too. Because once again, they're sitting in the seat of God's judgment. Especially that one that looked like KRS One with her ugly behind herself. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
Harlem
can't
said no.
stand it.
She said that he had too much for her to handle.
They're not his guy.
Yeah.
I did a lot of things I wasn't proud of when I was younger.
Mhm.
And God has forgiven me and I've moved on and I live right. And I do things week to week. Lord, forgive me. Lord, help me. But this right here on YouTube, I am going to say this now. I'm praying for Sylvia to come back.
Mhm.
I'm praying for Spitting Fire. And like I said, I really got upset about you and Trent roasting. And even with Angie, I think Angie can roast this, but I think it's horrible. And I will
I'm
say
gonna
this.
put that on the record about her and I. Had
Well,
it
let me tell you
not
something.
furthered on about a man, it wouldn't have been no problem. It wouldn't have been no problem.
Let me tell you something. Why I have a soft, and I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Angie.
Mhm.
And I don't care who get mad.
Mhm.
I told you my daughter has lupus.
Yeah.
Angie has sarcoidosis, right?
Yeah.
I lost. I mean, he was a dude, no sexual, no attraction at all, and he was just cheap. He wound up passing away because he didn't want to pay the copay for his prescriptions. And then I had another friend pass away last year. So when I sometimes, and let me just get this off my chest.
Uh huh.
Sometimes when I listen to the lies about her being in debt, I get upset because right now another one of my best friends has MS, and I know with my daughter having lupus, I'm gonna tell you something. She got that BS. She's a teacher. That was the grace of God. But before she moved in with my ex-husband, we go through the headaches, the body aches, sarcoidosis, and multiple sclerosis and all that. It's not easy to deal with. So when you guys are beefing and arguing, I look past that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look past because of what I know. And that's the other thing I'm going to say. When you're beefing with a person and you're saying this and you're saying that, when you come on YouTube, you may not be honest. You don't have to. You don't have to. But some things that are said, that person could be sick, they could be hurting, and that's what hurts me. And I think I became more sensitive, when my mom passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I would like DJ Tyson. YTF all day, because I know what DJ Tyson went through as a child. I know DJ has fed the homeless, which is not on YouTube. It's on Facebook. And just think about this. Your mom put you out at 15. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do at 15? So a lot of things he went through, that's why I cling to him. Always will.
Yeah.
And I will say this, whatever he has done in the past, I know for a fact he has asked God to forgive him. That I know. And I'm going to set the record straight. A lot of people saying women take care of him, women are bums.
You
No
can
women
get
are
your shower.
bums. He never asked me for a dime. But let me shut up because I'm going off into another lane.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
all I'm
like
saying,
I say,
all this
it's all
roast,
good. But you have to, just have a little patience with me with what triggers me. When I say that that's not what it is, leave it alone. Cause I'm not
and
gonna that,
I'm
and
hoping
that's
and praying
all I
one
kept
day.
asking. Don't think that you are putting yourself in a position of steady saying things when I'm telling you that that's not what it is. So
Maybe a panel will come up. I'm hoping, and this is my
just
prayer.
leave it alone.
Yeah, and maybe you and Angie could get together. Because
Mm-mm.
we are all black women, and we all need each other in some sense.
Yeah.
Because you guys have a big, over 1,000 subscribers. We all need each other. But what I found out, people keep saying it's the R. Kelly sector. It's not. I watch a lot of white channels. There's a woman that adopted. Um, she had 12 kids. 4 of them are hers. The other 6 are adopted. Guess what?
Mm.
She gets 1 million views every channel. But if you go on to all the haters, they have called CPS the same shit. They have called CPS. They have accused her of being a drunk. So I said to myself, I said, you know what? This is throughout YouTube.
Look in the
This
bag.
is
Oh,
throughout.
Q1 bag. Sandra. Go ahead. I hear you back.
And I'm just hoping one day and pray everybody could just get on the panel and just be at peace and not roast one another.
I'll try.
I
I ain't
mean,
gonna promise you, but
and
I
maybe
try.
maybe JoJo, because I mean, I just think all of y'all are funny, all of y'all are talented. I really, really do. When you and Angie roast each other, and you know what was funny when my mom died, I really needed to laugh hard
Mhm.
because that's what kept me.
Mhm.
They gave you my job gave me 3 days, and I don't know where they got that from. I called my boss back. I was like, this is not working for me. I need 2 weeks to put a house on the market, do this, do that, do life insurance, all Social Security, everything.
Right.
But making me laugh. And even Dana, I'm gonna be honest with you. He cannot be. Dana needs help. He does. He needs seriously because he's a pathological liar. He's
Yeah.
a narcissist. And I laugh. I laugh about a lot of. But once again, it goes back to your childhood. Where did you come from? Who raised you? Am I
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. You right.
Who raised you to come on YouTube and lie
What happened?
every day to
What
over
happened? Yeah.
a
Like
thousand
you said, and
people?
it's done so easily though. It's like, what? Nah, but let him tell you that he's not lying. Only with me, I just found humor in it. That's all. I don't care. Lie your butt off. I ain't the one. See, that's
And it
you.
takes it, it takes a lot to start a YouTube channel and engage with people, to laugh, to cry, to give commentary. It takes a lot. And like I said, the only person that I cannot deal with Dana because he has issues.
Yeah.
And like I said with Angie, I even sent her a message. I said, Angie, I just lost my mom, and she said, "What's your cash app? I'm gonna send you some sodas," and that made me feel good. And I said, Angie, this makes me laugh. I'm not in the beef with any of y'all. I will never be. But we as black people, if you're strong, you're funny, and we can get together, we can agree to disagree. But just don't get up and bash this man every morning. That's not of God.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I watched Surviving R. Kelly, my daughter was like, "Oh shit, it's on." This is my youngest. My youngest is 23.
Right.
Oh shit, it's on. And you know what's funny? When I watched it, my spirit was kind of, and that's when I met all of y'all. And then when y'all start breaking it down, and then all the witnesses came out, I was like, I don't agree. And that's the same thing with DJ. DJ was like, the same thing. You heard what you heard. But when we seen the breakdown, we agreed with the differences, if that makes sense. You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are. And we as blacks, we just need to stick together. Everybody could be in peace. But like I said, all this bashing every day, find out where a person works, what they drive, what they make. That's not a God.
I don't. That I couldn't understand. I'm
It's
like,
not.
well, none of that. My freaking who? I ain't got time to do that stuff. Who finna do that stuff? And another thing, no matter how much I hear the way everybody talks and say these demonic things out here, it could never trigger me enough to want to dig in your stuff. For what? What is that gonna do for me? For what? I
Because
could
see, you know what?
my heart wouldn't bring me to the extent to the level of what I've seen done out here on the streets. I don't want to know nothing about your apartment. I don't want to know nothing about your who own your car and what job you at. I ain't come out here for that. I didn't come
But
out
see,
for
you
that.
know what? You remind me of my aunt because my aunt passed away. And she would cry like a baby when you made her bed. But an hour later, she came out fighting. And I'm just like her. I
And,
would not let
and guess
nobody off
what?
me.
I can fight my butt off without doing it.
Right.
I ain't got to do all of that stuff to fight you. I know that that's stepping above and beyond of what I should be doing in the first damn place. So if I'm gonna get punished, I'll be like, well, I don't want to get hit that hard by God. I know He gonna bop me on my head somewhere down the road. But I
But
don't
you're
want it to
right.
be too harsh, you know. So
But no, but you're right.
I stay
And I
mindful.
do that.
I stay
I may
mindful.
cry.
Yeah.
But
I
like Sylvia spitting fire,
yeah.
I don't have their contact information.
Yeah.
I don't want them to leave. What both of them need to do is just to pray. And guess
Yeah.
what?
I
It's not a group of it's one person.
Yeah.
It's
But
really one
like I
person.
said as well, you cannot allow your subs to overwhelm you either.
Right.
You have to position yourself in that neutral gear. I love you all. Like I say, I love coming on and communicating and getting to know people, but I know that there's a thin line between that too. Because you will start feeling like that you have to come on to appease and you cannot pleasure everybody. So it's like don't get yourself caught up in it. I don't like to see them go. Hopefully Spitting Fire would hear my thoughts about it, and Sylvia has multiple things going on, so I actually thought that her mind was kind of at ease with dealing with the whole Bookham syndrome crap, right? Because she's doing her own thing. So I don't think that she should have any care in the world. Through prayer, I thought that she had received her guidance. Like, just go on and do you. But the same rule applies to Sylvia as well, in my opinion. Are you here to appease to that extent of the other people, or are you here to enjoy what you like to do? Because if you show the people continuously what you like to do, they're gonna like
But can
what
I
you're
say
doing.
this? Can I say this? Have you ever been in a position where you feel like you're defeated by the devil? I've been in that situation.
Yeah,
But like I said, I get up and I cry and I fight.
but right,
You
but
know, I just
but
told you about my daughter with lupus.
right,
9 months of chemotherapy. Nine.
yeah,
Nine. Nine.
I don't know.
And even when first of all, when she started the chemo, the kids at school was, making rumors, and we got past all that. But honey, when she walked down that aisle that got that BS, the parents was looking at me like I was crazy. And I turned around and I said to them, I said, this is not your child. This is my child who has graduated with lupus nephritis. You don't know what I've been through. So let me cry in my damn Michael Kors shoes and pass out. And that's
Mm,
exactly what I did.
mm,
So I say that to say everybody has had their struggles, but all of you are funny and talented, and you are content creators. And I think a panel is needed. Maybe not your panel. Maybe I'll send JoJo a text because, like I said, I will always have a soft place in my heart for Angie. I don't care what nobody says
mm,
because I know what sarcoidosis does. So if she's in her bed, maybe she needs to be there. And I know what lupus did to my daughter. I have a friend right now who asked me to move to South Carolina. I ain't moving in the bunkers. I'm not going to do that. She's suffering with MS. I mean, really bad. All those diseases are in the same group. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
But if we can all just get along, and even with OCO, okay, if you don't agree, let's just have a debate about what you think and what we think without saying a pedophile and celebrating um denied. I can debate with you, but when you're saying what you're saying, which is of the devil, that's the problem I have with L Code. Not that you don't disagree. I disagree with you celebrating a black man being in jail. Does that
Uh-huh.
make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you know what? It's not even about R. Kelly. It's not about Bill Cosby. I have one son. It's 18. And I told him, I said, don't you dare. I don't have no, he's a good boy. You come here with your pants down, mommy got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Mommy got a problem if you come in here all hours of the night. Mommy got a problem. Mommy got a problem if you don't work. Mommy got a problem if you don't bring her A's and B's. He's a good boy. But
Yeah.
that's me. That's me. With one, I call him my prince, my prince. I had him at 38. So figure out my age. He's 18.
Right.
So we can come together and talk and say, okay, we feel this way, y'all feel this way. But we don't have to call each other names like which and I keep saying I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say this, I promise you I'm gonna go. Even with Trent's channel, you came on the platform saying you're the truth about Kentwood. It was so deep that Kentwood, like I said, why didn't you call your mother? Why didn't you have him report it then?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
And
Something.
like spitting fire.
I guess
I mean, it,
I could never. I just can't understand that. She's been out here what 3 years now. We knew. We knew.
then
What?
why didn't you call somebody?
Exactly.
Why
Mm-hmm.
why did you not call? Oh, not no. Okay, let's take it back to her age. Why didn't you? Okay, I got to say this carefully. I'm gonna say take it back to your age. So I'm thinking maybe your age. Maybe you did not know. But why would you wait all this time to say that? And then you will make me. Pep, I can't stand you. I'm getting ready to laugh. When Skylar, wait a minute, I'm getting ready to laugh. I'm holding my stomach. When Skylight pulled her titties out and she pulls her butt out, I knew then it was going to get ugly.
You know
I knew.
what? I it was
Wait, hold, hold
just
on.
to be funny. You know, I knew that they bare breast wasn't out. I come
Wait,
on,
hold on.
people. I was like, wow. But the shit was funny though. One, we got, if
Hold
we
my stomach.
skylight
Hold on.
bringing the attention to her on speaking about the unjust and the just of of R. Kelly. And so you have to think about what people are looking at you as the person that you came out to present yourself. But then I turn over there like it's a whole titty battle going on. Who is this girl? So
Stop my
I
stomach.
just thought the shit was funny. I don't care if she'd have, stripped down bare naked. I wouldn't have gave two hoots. I thought it was funny. She's going to say, you ain't got none of these. And I was like, the things that,
Oh God, Jesus, my stomach.
I mean, I'm trying to see how to word this. Because I don't
I'm
want to
so
make it seem as if there was this big show because men were around. I don't, or what, like what prompts us to do it? It's probably a never ending story. I don't know. I don't know what makes us, do some things as ladies that we do. I don't know. I thought the shit was funny though. I don't care what nobody said.
I couldn't stop
That
laughing.
shit was so
But
damn
see,
funny
that
to
was
me.
to me that was a sign of what was to come.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it was. Don't get me wrong.
It
I
was
laughed
all
for
you
about an
saying it
hour.
was already there. You just had to wait for the moment, huh?
Yeah, because when you lost your dad, and I lost my
Oh
mom,
yeah, and his birthday
and like
coming
I even
up.
sent Angie a text. I said, Angie, make me laugh, and it was, trust me, cause see, no matter where you work, I don't agree with it. They gave you three days. That was not cutting it for me. I took a
Mm-hmm.
leave. I got to put a house on the market, and it's
Mm-hmm.
still not over. We got to go back get her clothes.
Yeah.
I'm fine now until I go in that house,
Right.
cause she bought that house when I was 5.
Right.
So you do the math on how old she, and so it's hard. So all I wanted to do was wait a minute. So all I wanted to do was laugh. When I
Mm-hmm.
seen Skylight in her dress and the truth turned around, I said, "This is." I
Girl.
knew then that this was about to take a turn for the left, but I didn't know how bad it would take a turn.
I'm like,
And like I
okay,
said,
True, go ahead on, bend over, crack it open, spread it wide.
girl, no, you know what? I can't. I can't. What, God, somebody else like to.
I've
What?
been to several strip clubs in my lifetime, but girl, I'm sitting on TV like when you look at here, look at these
Wait,
ladies up here.
now wait. You the one that sent me to see it because
I
wait, I was on.
know, and you know what? I could
I
I
saw
can
your
sit
live.
in there. Let me make this perfectly clear. Do you know that I could sit in there and probably have 3 bottles, 4 bottles of Snoop Dogg? It ain't never tempted to be on screen. It would never occur to me. It would never pop up in my head. None of that. And the first thing
That's,
I'm thinking about is I'm going to bed when I log off here to sleep this off. But they was girl dropping. The truth was dropping it like it's hot, and Sky Life was shit. I'm a little hot up top. I might well go and shake these off. I said, Lord, it was the most funniest shit ever. It was
and my chest is.
I
So we,
said, look
yeah,
at
my
the
chest.
battle of the tits, girl. I was like, what the?
But like I said, we can all agree to disagree. But
Yes.
stop acting like you in
Yes.
kindergarten.
Yeah. Well,
You
Skylife
see
didn't
what I'm
come
saying?
back to kill me, so that's a good thing. She didn't.
Somebody gonna do a panel.
She didn't come back to kill me, girl. Boom Boom came back to kill me on that one. Boom
I'm
Boom.
gonna tell you something.
Boom Boom
I
did.
I think Boom Boom is very pretty.
Yeah.
She's fly.
Yeah.
She's fly as
She
hell.
just
She
talked too
is.
much. I don't care what you say on this one.
But
She
but
talked too
she
much.
is.
She talked too much, period. Gone with the
No,
old, I'm down with listening to some, and it's very minimum, when I hear it, but I'm telling you, I'm allergic to bullshit. I'm allergic to it.
so let me ask you a question. We don't. I don't. So what if a panel was done and everybody agreed to disagree in a respectful way? What do you think would happen?
It's not going to happen because we're already embedded with calling each other liars, or everybody knows each other life that you insist. Listen, me and Catfish sat on the panel on Rose channel that didn't go out too well. She came with
Wait a
the
minute. I
agenda
can't.
to
Can
try to
can
demise
we take a
me
deep
with
breath?
lies. Cause I'll get the going on that one, honey. I don't have no problem with that one. Now, as far as health wise, you'll never hear me talk about it. You never hear me talk about none of it. Now, I might have called her fat and about them brown ass shoes, but I don't go to the limit to what her actual I don't know her conditions. I never knew her conditions. I didn't care. I wasn't concerned about that. But
Right.
my defense came on the fact, like I said, stop with the lies. Stop impressing these people because, baby, I know I can go hard. And I did. I said, just shut it down. I'll put them brown shoes up. But see, that ain't nothing but jokes to me. If those are the shoes that is need for a human to get around in, do you know that you think that I'm not sympathetic about that stuff? Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And like
Are
I
you
said,
kidding me, girl?
um,
Please. But if I got the advantage to make a joke about it now, I'm finna ride you on it since you want to keep lying, then I'm gonna do so. But at the same time, God forbid, if my mom makes it to your, I think my mom about 78 now, something like that, and she
my
has
mom
to
was
be put
80.
in those type of shoes to get around in, I'm gonna be the first one at the store getting my mom a pair of those. Are you kidding me?
And you know what's sad, Pat? My mom was 80, and her birthday was. See, that's what made me really like lose it.
Yeah.
She died November 12th. Her birthday was December 17th. She would
Mm,
have been 81.
mm,
And I told my job, I said, I can't do this.
mm.
And even I told my manager, I said, you know what, little girl, and that's exactly what I said, little girl, let me go. Just let me go and do what I need to do. And I'm still hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, I just hope, even if y'all don't make up, we could come to, like I said, I don't disagree with Oak Cove at all. But just stop putting your mind and your heart in the place of Jesus.
Yeah,
Because, like I said, Larry's a thief.
yeah.
Nigga, you stole from inmates.
They
You
were
stole from
they
other
were
people.
okay with that because they felt that they can justify it by, or make Larry feel better because wasn't no children allegations or this or that, but he still hurt not people
Can I ask you a
personally, but he
question?
hurt a
Can I,
situation.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How much money you gonna make as a felon?
For doing what?
How much money can you make as a felon?
About $1.97 on that a
Yeah.
day.
He said he working 90 hours a week. And like I said, I told you I was
Oh
an
no, no,
inmate.
no, yeah. I think you was talking about being incarcerated. They
Yeah.
make a little bit, but on the outside
No,
world, oh
no.
honey, nothing. It's
And I know this
hard.
for a fact. I know
Volunteer,
this.
they may go through the volunteer service or somebody that knows somebody that say, well, okay, can you give him a cashier job at a gas station or, where they over, well, maybe not even money. I don't even
I
think they work with
know
money no
this.
more.
I know this for a fact.
Okay.
I'm not going to say the state that I live in. All I can say to you is this: if you have never worked or you die early in the state that I live in, you're getting $600 a month for disability.
Minimum wage, yeah.
That's all you're getting for a
So that
lifetime.
would explain, which I pretty much knew what you knew, but that would explain the reason why I
You
have to
working 90 hours a week.
periodically come out and entertain my people for what they want to hear, even though we know it's some BS,
Right,
but they like it, but it brings in that additional little income that I may need to support my
right.
family.
Because if
Yeah.
you working why are you working 90 hours a week? Why? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. Oh, I love that overtime money. I do. And I be half dead. But let me tell you something. 90 hours a week, not in here. I be dead. I'm
Wait
not
a
I'm not no I'm not 21,
Hold
22.
on, baby. That math is off anyway. It's only 84 hours in a week if you're running 12 for 7 days. So there's no way he's pushing no goddamn 90 in the first damn place. You can't pull 90 hours in a week. I,
No,
it's
but see that
unethical.
see that's what see one thing about it, and I'm gonna email you. I'll tell you a little bit more.
Yeah.
I do numbers real quick because I have to, because of the work that I do numbers real quick in my head. If you working 90 hours a week, you working 90 hours a week because you have to.
Exactly.
You have to. And instead of being a black man, instead of getting out of jail saying, you know what, Lord, I'm sorry for what I've done. Let God have R. Kelly. No, you getting on. He ain't getting out. Don't you realize that you digging a hole? It's you gonna fall into. You are. It's in scripture. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. I haven't. Nothing.
Well, like I said,
Hello.
I could never fix my mouth to poor salt like that. I would never do that. I love humanity. I love people. So I wouldn't do that, on a serious note. When I'm roasting or whatever like that, good stuff, that stuff is just all jokes. And I'm not
Well,
going
I
to
let
go above and beyond of wishing no death. I'm not coming out here to say I wish you lose your house. Who finna do that when I know God is mysterious as crazy? Who? I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not ready for the mysterious of God in my life right now. I don't want that.
you are you retarded? And I'm being honest with you. I don't watch a lot of movies because I work so hard.
That's me too. I don't have time. I don't have
And I
time.
had the Comcast thing for $300 a month. You know, that's it. No, I ain't here enough to watch that. But when I do watch my little cooking shows and I enjoy what I enjoy, I do not have time to look up. Oh, you was fired from here in 2016, and you did this in 1980. And I just realized that this not with all the channels. A lot of us are digging into people's past about what they did, and it's just, and I'm saying this to say about R. Kelly.
Yeah.
God forgives us.
Yeah.
We're no different than what He is.
Yeah.
We may not have slept with underage girls, but I'm not gonna say no names. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna paraphrase it. You living with a man you ain't married, you're in sin.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Already.
getting high, you in sin.
Mm-hmm.
You had an abortion, you in sin. See, that's what they don't think about. And I think that, and maybe it's just me because of what I believe, because of what I went through. And R. Kelly is no different than anybody.
Yeah.
We all sin. He just like young women.
Mm-hmm.
And because he was a celebrity, and I don't care who said, I'm going to say it now. You got some hungry, thirsty women that want the Birkin bag instead of their mamas telling them to go to school and get that BS and get that damn master's and get that money. And that's a
Mm-hmm.
fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
My daughter can buy anything she want right now because she don't have no kids.
Right.
And do I want her to have kids? Yes, I do. It may cost her her life, but we'll get to that when.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna get ready to get my butt up off of
Yes,
here. Listen, one thing that I think I will never understand or grasp hold of is, and I think I did a kind of a like a walk through on it. I kind of walked it out to try to understand it, and I understand that this is R. Kelly, but
hmm
for the most of some of these young ladies that enter into his life, when they walked through there was another young lady there, and then there was another young lady there. Like,
right,
after 48 hours, ain't you gonna make the decision if you wants to be in there with two more young ladies and you don't know what's going on or this or that? And I'm like, what? And I walked that through. I walked through my door to try to imagine if you were sitting on the couch and then here come one down the stairs, you automatically thinking like, what the hell's going on here? And and he may come about to say, well, oh no, that's my cook, or this is my,
right,
the laundry lady. Okay, we're gonna do about 48 hours. I ain't seen her do no laundry yet, and I ain't seen her cooking shit. Something ain't right. So I'm gonna bounce on. This ain't for me. I'm gonna go. So that's one part of with these young ladies that I will always be confused about, other than being mesmerized about being around a superstar. That that's
That,
you
say
can't
it
be
again.
coerced. You can't be enticed if you're not around them. So, how long did it take for these people without being held at gunpoint, hog-tied, thrown in the dungeon? How long? Because this man says, well, yeah, I'm going to help you get your music career. Well, that's when the parents should have came in play and
Right,
says, well, let's get this contract signed up then. You just walked up in there and went off of
right,
a man's word based on your child's
right.
allegedly advancing and careering as a singer. Where was the parent to say, you want to manage her? Let's sit down and draw this up then, bruh. How long is it gonna take you to write an album or a song? And if that ain't popping off according to what they done sat down with him on, it's time to roll on. Move off to somebody else. So
And I'm gonna say this,
I
and I'm
got lost with that. I
you're
was
right.
completely
It
lost.
goes back to roots. I'm old
Yes.
school.
Yeah.
My mom told me, she told me, I got one sister. No, I'm gonna tell you back up what she said. You gonna laugh.
I think
Me and
it's
my
one
sister
open
laugh
in the
about it
cab. You know
today.
how to make it?
You get pregnant
Fill it
out of
up to the AM
wedlock,
and
you go into
put
welfare. So
four
we think about
scoops
the movie
of
Precious, go down to the
scooping
what?
poop.
No, neither one of my sisters had kids out of wedlock. That was the
Mm-hmm.
first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when we graduated high school, she said, "Okay, what y'all gonna do? Somebody got to go to college. Somebody got to go to trade school." I went to college. My sister went to trade school. So apparently, based on what you just told me, there was no roots, there was no foundation. Because you would, first of all, if I love you, I love you. You my boo. I want head to toe. I ain't sharing the dingling. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not with nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm keeping it real. But you were willing to share to get a pocketbook, your boobs done, Louis
Exactly.
Vuitton bags, an
Yes.
allowance, eat
Yes.
am I making eat at
Yes.
elaborate
Yeah.
restaurants
Yeah.
instead of you being grounded and rooted and saying, like I said with my mom, not what she said to me, all things will come if you follow my path. And I
Yes.
followed her path.
Yes.
I've eaten at the finest restaurants. I've had the Gucci. I've had it all before I had kids. Because me and my sister laughed. You know what? We laughed about it.
You
We
know,
look at the
I
movie
never thought
Precious.
that I would ever get tired of that shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I never thought, but when I tell you, it came to a year where like I'm tired of going over here. I'm tired of. I literally got tired, and I have to say of some of the finest part of life, because I have had some of the finest and did some
And
of the
so have I.
finest things, but I got tired of it. It started to bore the heck out of me. I was
Girl,
like, ugh.
girl,
Keep
you ain't never lied.
it
And I'm
just
being honest
bored
because
me.
of the simple fact. She made it clear to me you have to work and grind for what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And she gave us the tools to get it. My sister types about 150 words a minute.
Oh wow.
She works at a university.
Yeah.
I'm an agent. I'm not going to say what type.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, if you come in here pregnant out of wedlock, I'm taking you to welfare. We laugh about that to this day because we were scared, like, oh God, we going to welfare. No, my mom worked and raised us in a house, which is now on the market. And guess what? She did God's will. She took care of her two babies.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. But
Yeah.
see, all what you're saying, these Birkin bags and all these women, that came from home. It came from home.
Mm-hmm.
Get your own ish.
Yeah.
And why you don't? And I'm hanging up now. When you don't have any kids, like I told my daughter, and I'm gonna say this real quick. My daughter graduated from Westchester. Her friend graduated from Spum. Her other friend, they all teachers, all three of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of them got kids. They give a party all summer long. You want to know why?
Mm.
None of them have kids. They all get paid through the summer. You know, I told my daughter, live your life, girlfriend. She's in her program right now with her lupus fighting masters. That's what I'm
Amen.
talking about.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
Get that Louis,
Amen.
get that Gucci, go on them trips. But listen, Pep, I didn't charge you. What's your email?
My name Jackie Harris 1889 at Gmail.
I'm going to email and tell you the
Okay.
type of it.
I
And
sure
this was a
enjoy, girl. I sure enjoyed you, but you know, I'll chat drop down, and that's okay, cause this is not what people, but this is what I want, and like I said, I'm gonna
I
do.
kept it real.
You
I
know,
kept it real.
no,
And you
it
kept it
wasn't
real.
that. We have to realize the type of community that we in. You literally
Yes.
have to be rah 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 and coming at somebody's throat in order to have the people to enjoy conversations. This isn't, this is
And this is how it
and
should
that's
be.
but we
And
will
this is how
never
it
get
should have
there.
been. Right. This is how it should have been from the beginning.
Hmm. No,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
We don't agree. Okay, you don't agree. Y'all tell us why. We agree, and we would have rolled. But not when you got people. Oh, he ain't never getting nothing. Deny, deny, deny. And you sitting there. Yeah, I said it. You're on food stamps.
Yeah.
Take your ass to work and stop getting money for transcripts. You know
Girl.
exactly who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not so much a denying would be on their mind. You'll be busy trying to get that grind and get that account up. For no
But
more
next time you go
worries.
live, I know you got your grandbabies. That Emma look like you. She does.
How many times people say, "Woo, this girl got your mean mug face."
But no, when you put the picture up about maybe about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I said that is a little pimp. She she looked
Now that you said that, I'm gonna show my baby picture, and you're gonna be like, "Oh
she looks
my
like you.
God!" I'm gonna
She
show
looks
you.
like you.
It's in my phone. I have a picture of it in my phone, so I'm gonna put it up, and you watch. You gonna be like, "God, dog, they're identical." They're
Yeah.
definitely identical. So, K Nicole stuck around. What's up, K Nicole? What's up? What's up? What's up?
This conversation was a
Yeah,
blessing.
she
It
hung out
was.
with us. So, but I understand it. See, because you'll have somebody else on, and that's fuck you, and
Well,
that's where they go.
a panel will be done.
Yeah,
Um, maybe a panel will be done. I don't know who. I don't know because this is just like I said. We can
yeah. This
agree
is
to
a
disagree.
YTF member visiting Sweet and Spicy. It's a YTF member, so she came over to share some love and talk her stuff.
This is
That's it.
sugar baby. You said sweet and
I
spicy.
know. I know. That's who asked me. I'm sorry. I was
Oh yeah,
yeah, I was
I'm like yeah. All
responding
day.
back to Sweet and Spicy that this was Sugar Baby from YTF.
Yeah.
That's all. Sharing some
All right.
love over here. But I'm about to unravel.
Me too. Because I'm off tomorrow to get that money.
Oh, that's
Because they give
right.
me. I'm
Yeah.
getting my they're giving $200 for the test, and
Yeah.
every if I've got my weight and I'm gonna get $400 more. Stick me in my butt if you want to.
I
Just
know
take the
one
blood.
thing that I got mad about myself that I did allow to happen to me. I spent, I stopped doing a lot of my workout. I
Oh, they
really
give money
did.
for that too, my job.
And I
They
have been so disappointed in myself because I know I used to leave work. I'm at the gym for an hour and a half. Why am I on this
does your
stuff?
job have belly for health?
Yeah, okay.
See, I get paid. I get paid for the
I
test and
was
that.
so mad at myself. I was like, that's about the only thing that I disappointed
Mhm.
myself in
Mhm.
as far as, me doing me. So I have to get back to that. But other than that, I love coming on, talking to the people. I never thought that I was going to, be in a position where so many was like, no, we don't like her. We don't like her. But, the truth
No,
don't
this
like.
was good, and I'm gonna reach out to maybe I reach out to JoJo or somebody just to agree to disagree without, not all that backbiting. You feel what I'm saying? But
Mm,
listen, I'm gonna let you go because
yeah,
I'm off tomorrow, and you have a good day. And
I
do me a
will.
favor,
Listen,
please put
I
the
will
link
be
in for the
up
membership.
every 3 hours with Emmy. If she gonna wake up everything, I ain't gonna get no sleep tonight. So I'll find me some
Okay,
kind of movie and be
love you,
waiting on her.
Patty.
I love you back. I thank you for
Okay,
visiting, girl, and make sure you come back and we'll just keep working on it. We know work
we
in
will.
progress.
Okay,
All right,
okay, bye
talk to
bye.
you soon. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, what y'all doing in the chat? What you doing in the chat, Nicole? What you doing? Oh my God, I enjoyed Sugar Baby, y'all. I enjoyed that. So talked about a lot, and but hopefully she'll come back. I felt the vibe on that conversation, and thanks to you guys who stuck around, stuck around. I seen a whole lot of questions. I think I seen it was one that I really bronze glow. Bronze glow was making some statements and questions in the chat too about what he was saying, but I didn't want to interrupt the caller. I seen a lot of yours, K Nicole. I seen most of everybody's, but I didn't want to interrupt. So Oh, he said this was the one. Why did the legal team need to put that he is not suicidal on the records? That's a good question. Maybe we can hold that question first up on the agenda. Hopefully, let me see if I can. I want to see if I can. Can I pin this? I don't know if I can pin that. I need to pin that. I hope one of my mods can remember that question for me. I don't have a pen to write it down, but I do want to put that up as one of the topics, maybe on Saturday. Why did the legal team need to put that he is not suicidal on the records? So, and I did hear Jennifer Bonjean say that, but I think that she was responding, to the fact of when Mr. Kelly, was it his sentencing came down in Chicago, and they said that it was protocol, right? That this is where they hold a person at just in case, after a verdict has been handed down. So I'm glad you did, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you. I call you my horn girl. Nicole, um, that would be something that I'll always have. I won't even let nobody touch it or nothing. I always have a story behind it. And that is what's so astonishing about history, right? Like, I don't know Nicole, but Nicole was like, Pap, I'm going to get you your horn. And she shipped that bullhorn here and we used it down there. The only thing about them things, though, Nicole, girl, every time you blow in them, you need some new batteries, honey. You got to keep pumping batteries in them. But your bullhorn from you to me, pertaining to this experience that I went through up under the umbrella of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, it will always be cherished. And I do. I thank you for it. You came through, girl. You came through. I'm selfish with it. Nobody can touch it. No. And I always say, like, a friend of mine gave this to me, shipped this here. And like, I don't, it feels kind of weird though, Nicole, because I'm like, well, who's your friend? Because sometimes when I go out and get it out the thing and press the horn or something or mess with Teddy with it. And it'll be like, well, who's your friend? I'll be like, well, I ain't like never seen her or nothing. It was one of the ladies who was supporting R. Kelly. So she shipped it here for me to use down at the walk for chaos for him and the other walks, right? And they be looking at me like, oh, okay, like this is weird. You have a friend, but you don't know your friend. You never met your friend. I meant a friend through, like just spirit, Christ, a good, so they be like, oh, okay. Be like, okay. Oh Lord. Oh, solid. I did. I never had one. I never had one. I'm always was screaming. So, I was like a baby with a new toy, girl. I was like, oh, I don't know, Nicole. I don't know. I felt like it's not that, you didn't know me and you just said, Pap, I'm going to send you one, and for some reason my heart felt, the connection as well. You have to go out on a limb right now. Get this girl, your address and everything, and and you did with no, I'm finna come and kill you. I got your ass. You ain't do none of that. You ain't do none of that. So I'm grateful and that we have came across and had to socially meet in that path. I'm thankful for that. So you say solitary confinement is very damaging to humans and it messes with their heads, so people mean to interact with others. Remember Justice Smollett shouting it out? What did he say though? What did he say? In case anything happened. Oh yeah, he did. He sure did. You think that has some type of relevancy to why it was said over from R. Kelly side? I don't know. I don't know. So, um, That's what's up. That's what's up, Nicole. That's what's up. I do need to get up out of here. It's time for me to get my hot shower, get the baby laid down, cause I got to get up at 6:45 and do. What time is it? Oh, it's only 8:30. I gotta get up. I gotta see if Kiwan's hungry. And then I will talk to you guys. Should be Saturday. I know I'm going shopping this Saturday. I got some things. Coda needs some things. I haven't been shopping in about a month, so I'm gonna go out and catch up on that one. Do a little bit. Find me something that I don't need, but I know I need to. I'm like, I know I need something. It's got to be something that I need. Goodness gracious, I don't know. So again, we're going to end like this from the beginning. All bloggers and all YouTube creators. Never ever, and this is just the only advice that I know how to give to you. There's going to be a stampede. There's going to be some that don't like you. There's going to be some that's going to love you. But if you don't make a decision on why you push on that button, which has to be mainly because of what you love and what your intentions are and how you intending to grow your channel. If you decide to go off and have so many personal relationships with too many different people, yeah, it can throw a anchor, get you all in your feelings and stuff. And the shows that I watch, boy, them people don't run them shows off of feelings. Like, you literally have to sometimes just ignore the chat as much as you don't want to, because you didn't got to know these people. Sometimes you got to just ignore the chat and your chat. From what I've learned, this is what I've learned. And I've watched those channels just grow, 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 grow. The only interaction that they will have with their chat is them saying, thank you for blessing the channel. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for hitting the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and share. And next thing I know, they gone on about their business. But the same people keeps coming back for more and more and more. So I wish them all well. I ain't gonna never, poop on nobody, but I wish them all well. But we don't do no stress. Grown folks too old to be doing stress. Y'all have a good night, and I see y'all ladies night. I'm taking the next 2 days off. See y'all ladies night. I think I gotta go see what Bookham been cooking up over in there in that kitchen first. I might have to come back see what the hell was that damn slop meat he made. I don't know yet. Priscilla, we leaving and you late. I'm just playing, boop. How you feeling, hon? I'm gonna speak to you before I leave. How are you? Are you feeling better? Things better? She say, hey, Pap. Good night, Pap. Just give me a heart if you're feeling better. Just a small heart. Give me a heart. Let me know you're feeling better. Let me know. Let me know. She says no. Okay. I'm gonna be calling you. I'll let you rest tonight, so I'm gonna be disturbing you a little bit tomorrow so I can check on you if that's okay with you. I'll give you a little bit time to wake up in the morning, then I wanna call and check on you, okay? I'm going to call you and check on you. So it'll be sometime before the noon time. I'll give you time to wake up and get a little wakey wakey. So I love you, and we're gonna pray, and you're gonna be okay. Okay. So everybody else, enjoy your night. I gotta go and make sure Priscilla is all right, y'all. Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow, babe. Everybody else, good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night.